Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story, all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. I'm only gonna do this once. That glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like a really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside of the frame. I'ma love them from outside of the pain. That type of hate don't belong on my paint. That type of hate don't belong in proximity. Lord knows I love to match energy. Won't smoke, I know the back chimney. No hope with me once you an enemy. Well trained, I break you down clinically. BTA is my ministry. Laying that belt, laying that leather. It ain't no pics, it's with whoever. Ain't gotta like us, but you gon' respect us. Before I be soft, I'd rather be deadly. Let's get. Since I lost Sebastian, my heart has been heavy. Hard in my heart, now it's hard to be friendly. PTSD in my arms, he was heavy. Felt his heart stop, oh my God, I wasn't ready. Couldn't even walk, his last walk was with Granny. Heard he was sick and they said it was bad. I damn that collapsed, but my legs felt like jelly. Man down, I lost my family. Therapy dog, who gon' help with my sanity now? Think I'm about vanity now. Been in the gym, I'm trying to balance it out. Managing rage, out of line, so people jumped off the page. Bad time if you really won't play. Bad time for you to play with my name. It's Candyman if you say my name. I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to them. Classic. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I got my dog with me.
What's good, man?
Yeah. My dog Souls of Thought with me today on another episode. We back. Hey, where's Chanel? Where's Chanel? Somebody sent out the bat signal. Where's Chanel?
Long awaited.
Tag her on Instagram now. We back with another episode of Raw Reels, man. I know. Listen, no excuses, all right?
At all.
We just trying to get situated, chat. That's all. But today, make sure before we get started, though, make sure y'all do all the free stuff in all seriousness. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on notifications. We stream a lot. You know what I'm saying? As you can see on Soul's hat, the RSC, as you can see on my hoodie, Raw Society Coalition, we 2/5 of the whole gang. So make sure you tapped in with us.
Hey, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Real quick before we get rolling, let's see who all in the building. In too deep. Let's go. 333. Yes, Lord. TWR. Yep. Everybody in the building. 333. TWR. Yes, Lord. The War Room. The 333 in the building. International Scope. Big Scope. Tears down 2 good movies. Oh, yeah. We finna get into it.
Yeah.
Said, let's go. We in here. Souls of Thought saluting back. Jen in the building. What up, Jen? Bernard in the building. What up, B? Red Scholar said, classic. She want that tag every time she pull up. What up, classic? I got you. In too deep. CPT 333. Yes, Lord. We here. So today on Raw Reels, we covering Legion. Just so y'all know, chat. I picked one. Souls picked one. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Before we get started.
Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah. What movie y'all think each one of us picked? Who you think picked what? Who picked Legion and who picked Spawn? I just interesting. I want to know, chat. I need to know who you think picked what movie. I picked the movie and Souls picked the movie. Who picked what?
Yeah, and what? And what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to know. I need to know.
Go ahead. Let's see how messy y'all are. Let's see how messy y'all are.
What would you guess, Souls? Souls pick Legion. Okay. Souls pick Legion. I'll pick Spawn. Okay. What else we got? What else? Who else? Somebody else put a hat in. I need at least 3 votes. I need to know.
Yeah. Y'all got to put your why too. Put your why.
Yeah. Why you think Souls pick Legion? I'll let you know if you're right or not.
Yeah. Let us know. This is gonna tell us a lot. This is gonna really tell us a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us why In Too Deep so we can create us a new show off of that too. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Red Scholar, let me know what you think. Who else in here? Don't hide now. Well, who y'all think pick what movie? Jen in here, Big Skull in here, Ted. Who y'all think pick what movie? Oh, if you know the answer too, don't cheat.
Yeah.
Tez might know already. What up, chat? For everybody that's filing in, hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate y'all. We about to get into the breakdown in a second. Yes, Lord.
Shout out to Red Scholar. She said, "Hey, so nice to meet you, Red Scholar. What's good? What's good?"
Oh, she said, "What's up to you?"
Good. Yeah, she said, "Classic Souls of Thought."
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, you just meeting Red?
Yeah, I did. Shout out to Red, man. Shout out.
Yeah, go subscribe to Souls of Thought. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get acquainted on the streaming. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Lord. Chanel pulled up. We here for you now. We here for you. I miss you guys. 333. We here. N2D said because it's kind of militant. Then Souls was in the military. Okay. In Too Deep says you keep using my shit. I won't have anything from my home platform. Oh, you talking about taking everything, turning it into a show? Ted said, I ain't saying no names. See, Ted's no. Okay, we ain't gonna get no more votes. Chanel, real quick. Let's get to Chanel. Chanel, who you think picked which movie today? We covering Legion and Spawn. Who do you think picked which film? Yeah, do you think Souls pick Legion or Spawn? Or you think I pick Legion or Spawn? Which one? I gotta know. In Too Deep said because it's militant. You don't think Spawn is militant?
Hey, and Classic seem more militant. You know what I mean?
You military though.
That nigga be training at 3 a.m.
Fighting demons, y'all.
That was crazy. I seen that. I'm like, always one negative nigga in there.
Yeah. Said I agree with In Too Deep. Okay. Should we give him the answer? Should we?
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
I chose Legion. I chose Legion, and he chose Spawn. And Souls actually never saw Legion until he watched it for the show.
And it's crazy.
See, y'all was wrong. Y'all got us twisted.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up. We appreciate y'all chiming in early. So we're gonna open up the discussion with Legion, but before we do, let's do a brief summary. All right. So the movie Legion. Extremely concise breakdown of it would be Legion is a supernatural thriller about God losing faith in humanity and sending angels to wipe mankind out.
Hold on, plug. Yep. I mean, I said plug. Hold on, Classic.
Yeah.
You gotta read what In Too Deep said about you.
What'd he say? He said that's why I think Classic picked Spawn because Spawn is a solo hero. Oh,
hey, we were just having a talk backstage, y'all.
I was just backstage talking about being self.
We were just talking about this. That's so funny, man. Oh man,
I literally was just talking about that. Yeah, he said, yeah. You got me figured out, dog. Good guess. I knew y'all was gonna guess it wrong. I knew. That's what I was. Yeah, I thought they was gonna have it reversed. That's crazy. But Legion is a supernatural thriller about God losing faith in humanity and sending angels to wipe mankind out. One angel, Michael, defies that command and protects an unborn child he believes represents humanity's last chance. The story ultimately explores faith, free will, and whether humanity is still worth saving. So that's the breakdown of Legion in a very, very concise way, right? No detail, no extra details. Additional details would be the movie is set at a diner, essentially in the middle of nowhere in a very, very country place. Pretty much in the desert, right? Because Michael comes out of the sky and lands in California, but then he drives for a while. So I'm assuming he's somewhere in the desert on the West Coast. Where exactly, we don't know, but the diner is in the middle of nowhere. And that's pretty much it. So it's set out in the desert at a diner in the middle of nowhere for the vast majority of the film. There's a pregnant woman. There's her. I don't think it's her father, but there's a man who owns the diner. You got Tyrese in the movie.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Come in out of nowhere.
Yeah, he do. Who else was a main
Got
character?
her mom. Her mom swoops in.
Whose mom?
Or the girl. Who was the woman that took I don't want to spoil it for him.
Well, no, we talking about it. Which one?
When the woman, who was the woman that swooped in and took the baby? That tried to take the baby.
That was just a
that was just another
a possessed person.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was okay.
So the interesting part about Legion is that Michael from the Bible, the angel Michael comes down. He cuts his wings off because he's in an act of defiance against God. He comes down, cuts his wings off, which removes some type of a shackle from him. When he clips his wings, there's a shackle that falls off of him. Right, Tristan, what up, dog? What up?
What's up? Good. What's up?
Yeah,
y'all been waiting for this, huh? Y'all been waiting for this. Y'all been waiting for this, dog. They been waiting for this classic. They been waiting for this, man.
Yeah. So he cut his wings off, and then the shackle comes off, which I wonder what that represents, right? But then he heads, beelines it to the diner to get to the diner or whatever. Stop at a gun store. He borrows some equipment. You know what I'm saying? And then he heads to the diner. But when Michael pulls up, he pretty much lets them know what type of time he's on and all of that, just to give y'all a brief rundown. And shortly thereafter, they are not fighting against demons in this movie.
No,
they are fighting against angels.
Angels.
The legion of angels that was initially intended to come wipe out Earth comes down led by Gabriel, the angel Gabriel from the Bible, led by the angel Gabriel, and they start to possess humans and attack the diner because they're trying to get to the woman's name is Charlie. She's a pregnant woman who's pregnant by a man who's out of sight, out of mind, is her words. Yeah. And the Michael's job is to protect her child. And Gabriel's job is to get rid of the child and everybody else too. So Gabriel comes down, they begin to fight, you know what I'm saying? But the interesting part is, if you're watching the film, you'll lose track of the fact that these are angels fighting against each other. That's Michael is an angel and he's fighting against the other angels. You know what I'm saying? Michael is fighting out of free will and an act of defiance because he still has faith in humanity, and he believes the child that Charlie is carrying can be a key component to solving the things that are wrong with humanity, which is interesting because we're going to discuss that further too. But just giving y'all a synopsis of what the movie consists of in case you guys haven't seen it. All right, so the first question that we have based off of Legion, what did the angels Michael and Gabriel represent in this film?
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
I got you here, so I got to ask you.
For sure.
So do you think a lot of the stuff that we read now, and now you watch Legion, right? He had to cut his wings to fall from. So do you think that's what that means when they say, eventually he'll take his hand off you?
Like the shackle falling off?
Like, do you think that's what happens to a lot of people who might become more aware? You know what I mean? Like, they pick a side, they're not lukewarm, they pick a side. And he said, eventually he'll take his hand off of you. Do you feel like that's because that person chose to cut their wings? Like, hypothetically, let's say me and you have cut our wings, right? We're free from bondage.
Right.
So now we just live our life however we choose to live our life. But do you feel like that's what happens to a lot of people? Do you feel like a lot of us are fallen angels?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why I say yeah as it refers to the film. Yeah. Because no spoiler alert. We're here to talk about the movies, y'all. So ain't no spoiler alert. We talking about it. In the film, by the end of the movie, Michael is back in the favor of God. He returns to save the day with his wings. He defeats Gabriel with his angelic power. He comes back with his wings and defeats Gabriel. And he actually says the line, because Gabriel's trying to figure out how. And he's like, he said, you were disobedient, or you defied, you defied him. And he said, you gave him what he wanted. I gave him what he needed. You know what I'm saying? That's what Michael said before, finishing Gabriel off. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that operating in essentially cutting your wings to me represents discovering the God within. That's what it represents to me. So when you stop looking up and you start looking in, that would be cutting your wings. And I do think that you go through some level of pushback. Like if you look at Gabriel and all the other angels that were possessing the people, metaphorically, we could look at them as the congregation. We could look at them as the church, the people who remain religious. You're going to get war from them. But then at the end of the day, because you're on the side of righteousness, you're just not doing it the way that they said to do it, right? But you're on the side of righteousness at the end of the day, and you end up in God's favor. I do believe it. Yeah, I would say yes to that. Thinking about it deeply. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. It brought a lot. It brought a lot on, man. Like, class to be picking these movies, dog. And it be like when you watch something for the first time, it changes your whole perspective of like, because I went in it blind. So like, then I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm starting to think about the story of Job. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, well, he did say he will send people down to do certain things to you. It was pretty much what the angel was doing. Like, right when he came out of the busted through the wall, he went into the cop to kill him, to attempt to kill him. So like, it's like, man, do he put certain angels or people who might seem like angels into our own lives to what? We'll talk about it on Sunday service, dog.
Wait. Finish that though. Do you
think do you think certain people come into your life to destroy your life?
Yeah, but we call them. No, I don't think it's to destroy it though. Like, think about every quote unquote hard time you had or rough patch, bro. It made you stronger.
It makes most stronger.
Legion reminds us of the aggression of angels. People think of angels as these angelic, beautiful, delicate like beings. Angels are aggressive. Yep. They fight wars. Like these, they're protect. Yeah, so y'all thinking angels are supposed to be cute, pretty, dressed in white. These jokers might have sharp teeth, sharp hands. You never know. They fight. We don't know what freaking spiritual warfare consists of, or what type of weapons that consist of in the physical, right? Like, because like there's a presence. It's just like, okay, if you think about spirits, for example, we know they exist. People deal with them deeper. Some people deal with them more deeply than others, but it gets to the point where some people are so engrossed in the spiritual world where they actually do see the spirits, right? They see the ghost in the corner, right? I'm not tapped in like that. Don't desire to be. But there are people who are like that. They can literally see they sit in the room with me and you, and they're like, don't you see Auntie standing over there? Absolutely not. And listen, just because you do, I'm finna leave. But I believe you. I think it's real. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that we don't understand. So you know what I'm saying? It's so much that
was the first 5 minutes. That was the first 5 minutes of the film.
I do think God sent us smoke to make us stronger. I think God sent us smoke. Yes, absolutely. Because I have been in a time in my life where all I was doing was you know how people come to Christianity, bro, when they got nothing left. I ain't got nothing left. I'm falling on my face. Lord, it's you can't do nothing but give it to God. You got nothing left. Nothing, whatever it is, emotional energy, nothing. You just feel empty. You feel just completely defeated. You just give it to God, right? There's been times where all I could do, I'm completely out of control. I can't, money ain't gonna fix this. Right? How I feel ain't gonna fix this. My presence ain't gonna fix this. This out of my hands. Who do I give it to when it's out of my hands, right? So you go to God, right? There's been times where God was just dead silent. Hey, I'm talking to you. Need some help? Nah, young blood, you're gonna have to go through that. And then you look at it, and you like, and you look at who you've become, and it's like, without that, I wouldn't have. So yes, I think angels come through and put tests on you and trials and tribulations to build you. That's why I always say it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. I never been seriously injured. The first serious injury I get, I become a full-time streamer. You know what I'm saying? I can feed myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened for me. I could have been a victim and never got to this point, right? Woe is me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Yeah, but let's see. So the angels, to me, I think Michael represented free will. I think Michael represented free will, and I think Gabriel represented blind faith.
That's tough.
That's what I think in the movie. What did you think they represented to you? Because they definitely on opposite sides.
They definitely are. They definitely are. I'm gonna go a different step to just have people think. I think Gabriel was a representation of society or the systems that we call society. I think Michael are the people that we now call woke.
I like
classic.
That. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Bucking the system, right? You know what I'm saying? Or cutting your wings, so to speak. Deep said in the border of New Mexico, Arizona. That's where they were. It said New Mexico in the spring of 2008. That's where it was set at. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Rigid said they represented believers and non-believers, in my opinion. Spell that out a little bit more.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because Michael didn't seem like a non-believer. He just wasn't with it. He just
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because like even when you think deep into it, him understanding the protection of the baby, we know what the baby technically represented. If you went that deep,
I don't know.
I think the baby was almost a version of Christ.
But the reason why because I used to think that too, but then I rewatched this for the raw reels, and I'm like, the baby couldn't have been Christ because Christ didn't fix nothing. He didn't fix nothing. Came here, gave us an example to work with, but he didn't fix anything. Everybody's still running around here sinning OD. He didn't fix nothing. He just came here to die for real.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, he didn't actually affect change. If you think about it, and I'm not saying that to be like no type of way. I'm just saying, like, what did he fix? When Jesus died, it wasn't like the world was free of sin for 40 years or nothing like that. Like, nah, it was still cracking.
It brought up more questions.
So it couldn't have been. So if she was carrying a seed of salvation, it wouldn't have been Christ. So who was it?
Did they ever come out with a Legion 2?
Nope. Just leave it right there. You talking about because at the end of the movie they driving,
yeah. She's seeing things that she's seen before.
Let's see. Ted said again, fantastic movies. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ted said, yes, people come to disturb the energy. Yep. Ted said, but also to strengthen you. Oh, yeah. You show me somebody who ain't never been through nothing, I'll show you a weak person. International Skull, y'all should have did Spawn tonight and Legion. We doing both tonight. Yeah, but I did talk about integrating this into Sunday.
Yeah, we might be able to throw it in there.
Yeah. Chanel said, not destroy, maybe lessons. Yeah. Ted said, if you ever look up a picture of what a biblical accurate angel looks like, you'd understand. LOL, they are not pleasant to see. Don't sound like they should be. You know what I'm saying? Very aggressive. Like I said, Into Deep said, welcome in everyone. As you come in, please click the like button. It's a free way to support the channel. Absolutely. Let's see. Ted said, technically, when you cry out, it's about to get a lot worse. It did. Michael is the general. Gabriel is the messenger. The messenger has blind faith. The general has to strategize. It's fair. International Skull said the baby was Jesus. Yeah, I thought that too, but
I guess that's the easiest thing to think of when you watch it.
Yeah, because even like when you think about Terminator, right? When they was trying to make sure John Connor didn't come to life.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but then when John got here, he ain't fixed nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Shamika Smith said, when you really learn the lesson, it makes you wise, not bitter. Facts. Rigid Vibration said non-believer, as in instead of following exactly what was told to him, he did what he felt. He felt for humans and them not knowing better. But see, Rigid, let me not even challenge what you're saying, but I don't look at that as a non-believer, right? Because it's almost the same way they treat like me and Souls on Sunday service. When we challenge, you know, people's belief system. We're not challenging the word. We using the word to challenge what these niggas think. So it's like, you know, so I wouldn't call him a non-believer or a representation of non-believers because he was still working for what he thought was righteous. And he still had love and reverence and respect for the creator. He just wasn't with the it's almost like okay, if let's say Christianity is real, righteous, and the only way to heaven. Let's say that's the way to inherit. Okay, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in God. So it's like, do I represent non-believers? You know, like I feel like non-believer is a strong term.
That's why I said I feel like Gabriel is just society. There's more followers than leaders.
Right. But he talking about Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Was Michael a non-believer to you?
Nah, I think Mike knew the truth. And he acted accordingly.
I'm conflicted.
You conflicted?
Yeah. A little, because the person that's fighting for the status quo, what is the status quo? Like, if God want to wipe Earth out and reset this joint, what are we up to? You know, like right now.
But you got to think about it. Let's say if Michael really represents the fallen angel, though, right?
Uh-huh.
Michael is kind of like what we are, right? Michael got to see the good and the bad. I don't think people take that into consideration when people make decisions. Like, you never know what somebody's seen and witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't come down and talked about it. He didn't talk about it. He just protected what he felt he needed to protect.
Yeah.
But we don't know what he's seen that made him want to cut his wings and escape. You see what I mean? Think about that. Like, because everything in the Bible says like the narrow road or the less far. Like, well, he did something that the least do. Gabriel was a depiction of everybody else.
Gabriel was definitely society. I'm with you wholeheartedly there.
You see what I mean?
But I feel like
think about the word. All the word tells you to go back for one. At one moment, he tells you to go back for one sheep, not just the 99. But everything that happens in the world that makes change, people fail to go back for the one. They go for the 99. Michael was the one. And he sent the 99 to come get him. Think about that, dog. The whole world shut down. And then as Michael's driving away, he's cutting lights are cutting off.
Yeah.
They're almost trying to. It's funny because we talked about this on Sunday service, how you kept mentioning that everybody wants to make Satan seem like such a dark person.
Right.
But is Michael really that dark? I wouldn't think a man that dark would go into a diner and try to protect everybody. Now, he did use some fear to keep people in line.
Yeah. Fear breeds respect.
But, you know,
yeah.
I don't know. This is deep, man. I don't know. I told y'all, man, Classic, man, when Classic told me, I ain't never watched it. I started watching this. I said, this is crazy, dog.
I saw it in theaters, bro. I saw it in theaters. I already knew what was happening. It said when people, okay, so look, so let's talk about this part of it. When the people were trapped in the diner, fear started to divide them. Does crisis reveal who we really are, or does it change us?
That's a double question.
How?
That's hard. Let me read. He said, when people are trapped in the diner, fear started to divide them. Does crisis reveal who we really are?
Think about it, cause Jeep, when the old lady was possessed by the angel,
yeah, bit that neck.
He bit the dude in the neck, right? And then she started crawling on the ceiling. She getting ready to attack him, and he had the shotgun, but he couldn't shoot. He froze. He could not shoot. You know what I'm saying? And then Tyrese, never having had used his weapon, upped it for the first time and let Shorty have it. He let her have about 5 of them things right in the back. You know what I'm saying? And he was shaking like a stripper afterward. He was shaking like Corey Holcomb. He was shaking like this. You know what I'm saying? But that's adrenaline, right? But he was shaking. And it was like, I always say this. My pops always said this when we was growing up. Main thing is don't panic. That's what my pops always say. Main thing is don't panic. You know, and my slogan is, I'm good in a crisis. I am, though. I've been in a lot of crisis. Like when I was a kid, my house caught on fire while I was in it. got out. You know what I'm saying? Been in a horrible car accident. Car flipped over 3 times on the side of the road, landed upside down. I was unconscious, woke up, crawled out. Like, I can get out of a crisis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good in a crisis, bro. Like, that's my slogan. But it's like, you know, most people are not. But is that due to lack of experience? Or is that who they are? Like, would that be a fair judgment of somebody that froze in that situation? And everybody in their life was on the line. She already bit this dude whole, whatever this is, she bit all that out. So she crawling on the ceiling. This clearly is, she needs to be shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, for movie reference purposes, YouTube, all alleged for content creation purposes. But you know what I'm saying? But he couldn't do it. My man closed his eyes and couldn't do it with his eyes closed.
It's hard for me to say that because my mind wants to change the verbiage. Because in my eyes, I feel that a crisis reveals if you were prepared or not who you really are. Because most people, if you carry a weapon, if you ain't going to the range a few times a month, putting yourself in situations where you can practice simulating, use. When you get into that crisis, you won't. I mean, I learned this when I was a cop. Like 90% of gun owners won't ever shoot their weapon in a crisis because they don't train. They don't. I feel like crisis only reveals the people who are not prepared.
Can I push back on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So, because okay, I'm gonna use something that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Let's say you train, well equipped. You TTG, train to go.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse breakout. Your closest friend or family member zombified, coming straight at you. It's some well-trained people that can't put the person down, even though they fully zombied out, drooling at the mouth. And these the aggressive zombies. They sprint, right? Not the ones that's no, they running. They on your ass. You got your service weapon. You got your concealed carry thing on you. You don't know what's going on. You talking to him. Hey, Chet, are you okay? Chet, are you? And Chet starts sprinting at you, foaming at the mouth, eyes bloodshot red. This ain't Chet. Most people gonna turn into a zombie. Chet gonna get them. Because it's Chet. They can't do that to Chet. And I think it has something to do with who they are. It's not their preparation, because if it wasn't Chet, if it was somebody who they unidentifiable, they'd have upped it and boom, boom, boom. But because it's Chet, they just pointing it, but they can't do it because it's Chet.
Do you feel that's denial, though?
I don't know. I think it tells who they are. Because listen, it could be my mama. She turned zombie. That ain't my mama no more. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Quick, no hesitation. So don't even prank me like that. I'm going to be in jail for nothing and you going to be in hell for nothing. Don't even prank me like that. Don't play like you a zombie. Before you know it, you're going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like In Too Deep just said right here. Boom, boom. But this the closest person to you in the world. You could just athletic zombies. Oh, yeah. You know, they all come different depending on the movie.
They do.
Rest in peace, my guy. Damn. See what I'm saying? This is who we are. Check gone already. Now this abomination got to get ceased. Hey, come on, man. KMS said trained people are the last to use their weapons. KMS came in. Hey, I don't know. He said stay ready, but if you say stay ready, but then the ready people are the last to use it, I don't know what that, you know, maybe I should stay unready. Because I need to use mine. You know what I'm saying? What up, Miles? What up, KMS? But yeah. I don't know, so what you think about that? If it's the closest person to you, you gonna boom boom?
Oh yeah.
No hesitation?
Oh yeah.
Well, what does that say about you as a person?
That I was prepared.
Okay, so we was just
my eyes are open. This is a zombie apocalypse. You're a zombie. Like,
but you don't know yet, though. But you don't know yet, right? It ain't on the news.
You said they were foaming at the mouth and everything.
Right, but it ain't in the news yet, right? Ain't no warnings on the TV yet. This is just starting, and they come in the house, and they, you know what I'm saying, trying to eat you. Like, how long is it gonna take you to process that you actually need to pop your homie?
Very quickly.
Classic. Hey, he said, "Stay dangerous." Sco, don't do me like that, bro. lock me in a room, folks. Don't do me like that.
Nah, see, that's what always happened to those sinners. That what happened to those sinners. He wanted to save his brother. He wanted to save his twin. No, you supposed to put him down, big dog.
Oh, savage, man. Y'all gonna hit, man. Y'all gonna silver bullet classic, man.
Got to.
Nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. I do the same. It's real. I'll do the same. It's over. It's a wrap.
I'm putting you out of your misery.
Yep. It ain't even you no more. That's what I'm telling myself. That ain't him. Bow!
Yeah.
That ain't even him. You know what I'm saying? Off topic. I heard you say Corey was shaking. I was listening to Futon try to catch him up. Man, he was another person on the Holcomb show. Absolutely. Yeah, he was shaking. It was adrenaline though. I see zombies every day. Yeah, they out here. Low vibrational. Into Deep said, when it's full go time, I'm on Ranger RIC time. But in the civilian sector like this, when you're trained, if you continue to train, you'll learn 4 steps to blast. Yeah. I don't know. What you mean? Up it? I mean, I don't got no safety, but up it, point it, and let it. I mean, I got 3 steps. Up, aim, and go. What's the 4th step? Check for the safety.
Head, 1 to the chest.
I'm going chest first. I'm a chest first guy.
2 to the head.
Make them sit still. And then
make them think about it.
Make the ending real. Yeah. Humble said, real talk. I agree with Souls. That Glock 10 millimeter gonna be smoking. I'll cry later. Y'all ruthless, chat.
Remember this day.
Got to, dog.
All right, let's talk about the sociological part of the film, right? In Legion, the character Jeep is in love with Charlie, who is pregnant by another man. I mean, and I'm talking about he overly in love with Charlie too.
Took it on early too.
He wanted to fight the diner owner. He said, she's been with every guy passing through here. He said, stop talking about her like that. She ain't like that. I said, oh, he's in denial. Even Charlie know that Charlie
classic. My boy woke up out of that dream and went straight to sit on the swing next to it.
Yeah. Look, Enter Deep says simp. Yeah, he was overly. But look, Jeep becomes a father figure before the child is even born. Does fatherhood begin with biology or with responsibility?
Definitely responsibility.
Okay.
Classic.
Okay. Let me push back just for conversation. I'm not even trying to gaslight.
No.
You got a child. You have children.
Yeah, I have 2.
Someone come into baby mama life, and I mean he overly fathering. I'm talking about he fathering the heck out your child. You know what I'm saying? And he day to day. You know what I'm saying? You got your custody situation. Okay, cool. But he day to day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he doing his thing. I know you'll look at it like a blessing. I know. But for the sake of conversation, because one arguing that he's handling more responsibility, does him being dad circumvent your biology?
I don't think it circumvents your biology, but I also think your kids only love you to the ability that you are responsible. Like that's why, like when you think about it, like a lot of men have that issue. Man, I hate to bring this up. Like Russell Wilson.
Russ gonna catch a stray forever.
Regardless. But like he was able to solely take responsibility of the son because the father lacked all responsibility. Like if that father stayed active, regardless that Russell was the great man he is today, you will see that son acting totally different right now. That son might not be living with them two right now. Because I think the responsibility that you show your children allows them to make the correct decision when it's time for them to.
Because based on what you said initially, right?
Yeah.
It seems like in a lot of instances, stepdad could be more dad than dad because of the presence, right? If it's responsible, and I'm not saying I haven't answered yet, but just to push, like just to challenge your answer a little bit, you chose responsibility. So in a lot of instances, an active stepfather, because of his proximity and his time spent, does that like make him more dad than biological dad? Because responsibility, he bears the brunt of it.
It could, if that dad is not active.
These dads out here have a fit listening to this, souls.
Because
they're gonna tell you, I don't care what you're talking about. That's my baby.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, but kids, I mean, children are creatures of habit.
True.
Y'all ever seen people who got like stepbrothers and sisters, but they look just the same because that new dad fed the kid more, was around them more? They start to take on traits of the family. They say you feed them long enough, they'll start looking like you.
Let's see. I think that fatherhood begins with biology.
Okay.
You know, your seed is your seed. You feel me? The baby comes from the man, so he'll forever be attached. I mean, women like to make the point that, you know, I carried this baby for 9 months. Well, how long was he in my balls before he was in you? You know what I'm saying? How long did I carry him? He done been to hoop with me. He done been to the gym with me. He been to work with me. He was in my sack. So yeah, he was in your stomach for 10 months, but you know, how long was he? You know, he come from me, you know, he, she, whatever, it come from me. So I think it begins with biology, because my seed gonna always yearn and long for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't no way. Like even if it's an active stepdaddy present, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have that Starlink, if you will, to the source. I'm the source. You know, so I mean, that's how I feel. But I do feel like from a societal standpoint, it could be that though, like you said, responsibility. Because if you think about the dads who just send the bread, they're not even looking for their custody. They don't want their days, nothing. They just send the bread.
Yeah.
Somebody come in and play the role. It ain't the kid gonna say that ain't my stepdad, that's my dad.
Yeah.
And they start calling the dude who just send the bread, they start calling him sperm donor and shit like that. So I get it. I think you could easily take either position on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this would be good for a debate team to, you know what I mean? They
break it down.
Yeah, for sure. In Too Deep said, hey, if he's gonna do all that, I will sign my rights away so he can pay the child support. Until then, he needs to back the fuck up. I feel you. In Too Deep said 24 hours.
He playing, boy. Jesus.
Miles Bassett said, I believe the fatherly instinct has levels.
So he would say biology then. I think Miles would say biology.
I think so too. So those are the questions we have for Legion. But before we move on from Legion, what was your final take of it?
My final take made me think even deeper that once you step away from the cult-like thinking, being part of a congregation every Sunday, does the test get harder because you are awakened? Like does life get harder because you actually move closer from you get closer to the truth? Do life get harder? Like it made me really think of that. Like, because I'm like, he cut himself, man. He cut his wings because he know where he wanted to be. He knew what he didn't want. And he still got the same reward at the end. If you want to call it a reward, he still got blessed.
I think that I think life gets harder. I feel the same way. I took similar questions from it, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, was Michael in the right or in the wrong for multiple reasons, right? Does humanity as it is today deserve to be saved? If there was a wrath coming from, you know, the gods, because I believe there's more than one, but if there was a wrath coming from the gods, and maybe one of the other gods disagreed and they wanted to engage in a little bit of warfare on behalf of the turf, which is Earth, I could see how either God could feel righteous about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all based on what your perception of how humanity is doing is. Like if it's based on my perception, right? I think we're due for a reset. If it's based on how I see humanity, I think we're due for a reset. I think a mud flood can come right on through. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the whole thing, every continent. Let's go ahead and start over. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's me too. It is what it is. And if I'm part of the survivors, it was written. So y'all say, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like if it's up to me, but somebody else could say there's a lot of hope for humanity and blah blah blah. Mia, what's going on? She said, let's start from the bottom. But I just think that I don't know how much hope there is for humanity. Like, you know, time travel got figured out. You know, this is all alleged for content creation purposes before we move on to Spawn. But time travel got figured out. We got people traveling in time. Immortality to some degree got figured out, or at least being able to soul swap or consciousness swap. So these people, you got ancient people living in the world, either whether they figured out immortality or they figured out how to transfer their consciousness into new bodies. But you got ancient people living in the world in powerful places. A lot of these people are allegedly members of the, you know, the bloodlines that we're not gonna get into too much on. But with all that going on in the world, you know, you see where we're headed. You don't need a prophecy, y'all. Like, you could literally watch the movies. If y'all don't think The Simpsons was made by time travelers, I can't talk to you.
Yeah, they predicted. I just can't.
If y'all don't think The Simpsons was made, we will post the irony of The Simpsons having this back in 1993, and now it's happening, and then it showed the year, the date, the person, the everything, and then it's happening 20 years later, and y'all just think The Simpsons is just ironic. No, fam, time travel. Like, okay, if time travel got figured out in 2070 and niggas is coming back to today, how you gonna know? You ain't. You just gonna think it's a great film writer who got great foresight, some, you know what I mean, whatever it's everything right in front of us. And when you got them glasses on and you see everything for what it is, you ain't always going to be in agreement with said God. The God they taught us about, you not going to always be in agreement with that God when you see the world for what it actually is. You can't. It's impossible. You'd have to agree with the God of any text. At moments, you will have to dismiss your simple logic. And I think Michael represented, like you said, the woke.
Yeah.
So to come back to your original question, does it make it harder or easier when you're conscious or awake? I think it depends on how you want to live. If you isolate yourself, I think it could be a very peaceful, pleasant life. But if you go on the mission like Michael of trying to save the world, you got to fight against the majority, which is what we saw in the movie. You know what I'm saying? He one angel fighting against the Legion. See, y'all look at Legion. The Legion were the angels coming to destroy the earth. Michael was one in the movie. His backup was a couple humans, scary ass humans at that.
And it was so many things. I mean, they sent plagues pretty much.
Yeah, the flies.
Old boy who was upside down on the cross.
Blew him up, and then he didn't just blow up, but he was acid. Yeah, his explosion was he exploded with as acid, and then killed and burned another man back up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot there. It's a lot there. I think Legion. If y'all haven't seen it, it's on Netflix right now. Make sure y'all go check it out. It's definitely one of the films. Yeah, you could definitely think deeper on it. Into Deep said, "What are you talking about? AI classic? Yeah, like we know where we headed. Like literally, go watch all the Terminators right now, and that's your future. It's over with. Go watch Divergent. I'm finna tell y'all what to watch. Go watch Divergent. Go watch if you want to get some type of ideology of what Armageddon will look like in a realistic perspective in like our cities, go watch the Purge movies. Go watch, but the faction system in Divergent.
I think the Purge already happening in certain areas.
Like of the world or the country?
The country.
That's a little extreme.
I just think we don't look at it as in these mass things. I think they happen in smaller venues, and then like I think we lose a lot of people in the way of purges. I'll have to pull up some stuff and send it over to you. I think that exists for sure.
I can see where you're going with that. Like, okay, there's going to be a wave of certain things that are happening that are causing unaliving, and the people that are responsible are going unpunished.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could say the USA was built on purge.
Yeah.
If that's, I mean, we could just.
I think COVID was one of the ones people lived through and just don't know they lived through it.
Definitely population reduction and a compliance test. Allegedly.
He said the press goes every day in Chicago.
Oh yeah, but it's on each other. Yeah. After about 7:30. Well, really, y'all will be shocked. Most people get smoked early in the morning in Chicago. If y'all watch the Chicago news, a lot of the so-and-so gunned down. It'd be 3 a.m., 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, catching dudes coming out of chicks' cribs, you know what I'm saying? Catching people. Like, yeah, a lot of people that get hurt in Chicago, they get caught early in the morning. It don't be in the middle of the night. Like, you'll hear gunshots 8, 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but them bodies be getting caught in the 8. Like, never mind. Just if
less people.
Less people, and then it be just the setup culture. You know what I'm saying? Officially, if you have any resources or if you in any type of foul activity, I wouldn't be trying to get no box from no females that live inside of a Chicago zip code. If you drive a nice car, I wouldn't be getting no box from no females in the Chicago zip code. If you don't know the lay of the land, if you don't know somebody that know her already, more than likely it's a setup. Classic. So that's just gonna go how it's going. Stay dumb, my friends. Stay dumb. But let's move into Spawn. Let's move into Spawn. You know, I'm telling you, these Chicago, they be bad too, and they'll line you. It be the finest shit you ever seen. Look like an angel and got horns. I'm telling you. Spawn. The super concise breakdown, and then I'm gonna let Souls give y'all more detail. Spawn follows a betrayed soldier who is killed and makes a deal with a demon to return to Earth. He comes back as a powerful anti-hero caught between heaven and hell, forced to confront revenge, redemption, and the consequences of his choices. At its core, the story is about a man fighting to reclaim his soul. Talk to us, Souls.
That's very, very true. So if y'all, when I think about Spawn was like something that really stood out to me. It didn't stand out to me when I first watched it at an early age, but later in life when I watched it, it's the ultimate power of manipulation by power structures. Like when you think about the government, which is when this dude actually sold himself to like a corporation to come back. Like he was literally selling himself to a system to exist. But then also the same system was the same system that exploited him. They exploited him. So like, because everybody has their agenda. So like when you think about Spawn, it was a lot of like identity crisis. It was a lot of stuff that went down. Like he was struggling with a lot of stuff. Like it was just so much that went on. When y'all think about him going back home to his house, all the different scenes that go on within Spawn made it very easy to show that like once a person hit a very low spot, it's easy to get them to join anything that you're trying to get them to join, if that makes sense. Like a lot of does that make sense? Like
yes,
like you could pick a person at their lowest, and we might look at them now in society as a person who on the come up, right? Or they doing great. No, they just sold something to get where they are, but they're in no better breakdown than what they were. Like, so it's a very, very, very good movie, man. I think a lot of people, I think they put a lot of great real world stuff in the comics. Spawn, for those who like are comic book people, Spawn has like a crazy comic book series. But also you're going to see within the movie the battle of heaven and hell as well, which is very unique because we just talked about it with Legion. But also the heaven and hell also equaled control versus control, right? Because he was going through some of the both things that we go through today. You got politics left and right, culture wars, all types of stuff. Like, so it's just very unique, man. We got some great questions for y'all tonight. Great questions. It's going to spawn a lot of conversation. So that's my thought. What was your thoughts about it, Classic?
I saw it. Well, I felt like his hand was kind of forced, right, at first, and then he just found himself in a gross predicament, right? Because, well, it was a lot to it. So he should have followed his gut, right? Then he didn't. He took the mission. Then the mission was a setup. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it spawned out of control from there.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, so it's like, but I feel like his hand was forced a little bit. Like he found himself to be, but like you said, that's how they control you. You know what I'm saying? They get leverage in whatever capacity is necessary. I don't know. I think that he had to learn to control his emotions, what it looked like, because he could have been ego driven and ended the whole world at a point in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not a spoiler alert. He could have been ego driven or emotionally led. You know what I'm saying? Dude got my chick. You feel me? My dog. You feel me? Like my baby girl. Was that his daughter?
Yep.
Got my daughter. You up in here. Come on. And then I got set up for the okie doke. And then y'all done sent me back with some powers. Man, listen. You feel me? He could have really crashed out in a different type of way. And it looked like he wanted to. It's just but again, the manipulation. And then like on the opposite side of Legion, this one was all hell based, right?
Yeah.
So he died, went to hell, made a deal with this powerful demon. Right. And then the demon pretty much put this other demon on overwatch of Spawn to make sure that the mission get accomplished. I saw the movie as more of an ego battle for me.
Yeah, that's what they broke down, like an identity crisis.
Yeah, because his situation was already messed up, and then once it was messed up, it's like, okay, where do I go from here? And then, did Spawn have eternal life? Because he was already technically dead.
Dead, yeah. But also, it was like, what was the cost of revenge too, though?
But how small is your revenge compared to what you now know? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, revenge on this dude and this dude right here. Essentially, if he'd have got rid of dude that took his chick and got rid of the dude who he was supposed to get rid of, that's 2 humans gone. But brother, you done been to hell.
And now you're back.
Yeah, like okay, like you get rid of them, and then what? Like, what's next? Like, okay, well, and then dude put the mechanism. It was a lot.
Do you feel like the movie also says pick your hell? You see what I mean? Because like you went to hell, you got your wish to come back, but hell was on Earth too. Like what?
I'm thinking harder now. It's you know what it's kind of like? It's like Epstein and Diddy and them. Metaphor, follow me. Metaphor.
I like this. I like it. So y'all think I'll be going crazy.
Yeah, when they set him on fire, because what did they set him up for? Because the clown wanted him, right?
Yeah.
The clown wanted him. So he made a deal with Buddy, like, get me him. You feel me? And then so it started with a deal with the devil by a higher up. His deal involved the manipulation of somebody else who also would then have to make a deal.
Yeah.
And then that deal impacted
another.
It makes me think about how they tape these people or they grape these people and they hold it as leverage and offer you an ultimatum, which is what happened in hell. After he got killed, went to hell, he got presented with a deal. He could have said, no deal. I'm already dead. I'm already down here burnt. I'm already burnt up. It's crispy. It is what it is. I'm not doing none of that. I don't want no deal. I don't want to go back. I don't want nothing. You feel me? But they had leverage on him. You know what I'm saying? He had a life before this. You know what I'm saying? He had he had reasons to be vengeful, reasons to be spiteful. And then they say that these spirits and things like that, they know us better than we know ourselves, right? Or our energy, our consciousness is ancient. So they know your tendencies, they know your proclivities, and they played on that, right? Because it might have worked with me. You hear me in my Midnight Madness, bro. I ain't forget what you said, and I'm in the gym thinking about you. And I still want that. Some people got that in their spirit. And then what the so-called lower vibrational, they play on that. They prey on that. But he was leveraged into a deal. Yeah. Bro, it made me think about Hollywood. It made me think about the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Like the name of the game is blackmail and leverage. That's the name of the game. And when you don't comply, They have you out here looking crazy. That's
what I said.
I don't know if I went too left with that, but yeah.
No. Like, cause like even when you break it down, I mean, it represents a lot of today.
Mm-hmm.
Like the psychological warfare, the digital warfare. He was a lost man, to be honest with you. That's what we see a lot of when you think about highly emotional men. You make a lot of spontaneous decisions, not worrying about the consequences at the time.
That's true. That's true. But then he ultimately harnessed it, though.
He had no choice.
He did. Because old boy had the mechanism in his heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had him dead to rights by the fireplace. He could have finished it, but it would have also smoked everybody. So he told him, like, hey, you do this to me, your daughter right there, it's over with for her. And then he started thinking about that. But that's not no choice. Because if he wanted to be truly selfish and narcissistic, he'd have been like, bet she gonna be with me then in the afterlife. I'm already dead. You see what I'm saying? Like he could have processed that differently. He chose to give her life. He could have chose to give her death and have her with him. You ain't see it that way? You ain't think about that? Or did you?
I think it was one of those things about that first question I asked you. Do you just allow people to pick their hell? Because they also witnessed him. True. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, I can let you live, but you will always remember me now.
Right.
What type of hell do you want to live in? Like, do you want to live in hell with me, or do you want to live in the psychological hell of what did we do to him? Why did he get here? I think people don't understand how powerful it is to sometimes people to take you through something. You might feel unscathed, but you're not.
Yeah. I agree.
Like think about her. I mean, we thinking deep. Me and you just talking deep, but like think about that young girl years from now.
Right. What she's seen, how she gonna, yeah. McKinnon said Al Simmons did everything right for America and still was discarded and put through hell. Todd McFarlane sent out to tell a story of how rigged the system was for the black community. Into deep shit. That's that. I ain't think about that. Like this was an example of how rigged it is. Like he was interesting, but temperature. He had temper issues though. He did have emotional stability issues though. So it's like, but it goes back to that notion when you black, you gotta be perfect, right? Like you can't. Interesting. N2D said, I had issues with his wife has remarried his best friend. That's how I go, N2D.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know why you, bro.
That's how it works. Don't keep bringing your girl around your homies. Y'all keep on lining it up. You know, y'all keep on lining it up.
Y'all fell right into that one.
Yeah, y'all keep on, man. I can hear the wedding bell. Classic. Hey, this is my girl. This is hey, baby. This is John. Yeah. Oh, they shake hands. Oh, he talks about you all the time. Yeah, me too. He talks my ear off about you too. Oh, they getting along just great. This is splendid. What? As soon as y'all break up, nigga, her and John finna. Yeah. Yeah, y'all keep on serving y'all women up to y'all homies. I don't know why y'all doing that. They put it in the movies in too deep. That's how real it is. What you call it in the military? What you say it's called? The Dear John letter?
Oh, yeah, the Dear John.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, yeah, it's real. McKinnon said it's literally a story where America is a worse hell than the literal underworld.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell has structure, the real world full of corruption, racial violence, homelessness, etc.
I told you, like, pick your hell. It's like you say, pick a headache, pick your hell. Pick your hell.
Yeah. Duality is a mofo, man. Pros and cons.
Yeah.
Everything. That's why I always tell people you just picking between pros and cons. Everything got pros and cons. You just picking between them. Whichever ones, okay, I like this batch of pros and cons versus like what I get over here. That's all. You're picking a package. Everything got duality to it. Let's get to the first question though. We had Spawn, who's really controlling your decisions, yourself or the system you signed up for?
You know what that question made me think of?
What?
Ivy.
Jaden?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Because he really allowed a system to control his whole outcome. Like your breakdown of it, like you hit home, like everybody's on the plantation.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose your bag to just play on another plantation?
Yeah.
That's literally what you're doing. Even that church that you going to, there's another plantation. So it's like I really feel like who's really controlling your decisions?
Mm-hmm.
I think we talk about this all the time, like free will, or what's the other one, y'all? With McBride, we dictate,
or what is it? Predestination,
yeah.
or fate, free will or fate,
fate.
Essentially.
Yeah. Like who's really controlling your decisions? What do you think about that? Do you think it's a system that you signed up for, or do you feel like you controlling your decision?
For the masses, I think it's the system, but not necessarily that they signed up for. It's the system that they were born into and choose to continue complying with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's the system for most people. And then for the people who are a bit more sovereign, it's what we call it. It's us. You know what I mean? But in order to really control your own decisions in this world today, because it's the whole planet essentially, besides literally like 3 countries, the whole planet is colonized now. So as a conquered Earth, if you're going to be a person who operates in sovereignty, it's 2 things that most people can't let go of that you can't really care about. That's money, and in some instances, freedom. Right. And it doesn't mean that you can't prioritize them, but you can't care about them past a certain point, because everybody who cares about money past a certain point, they are a slave to it. They're a slave to it. We already brought up Anton earlier, so we could use him as an appropriate example. Yeah. Anton couldn't be a man to Corey Holcomb because it was going to affect the bag. You a slave. If you're man,
you're saying if your decisions start to be based on the outcome of what you're trying to receive, you're a slave. System.
Yeah, you're a slave to the bread. Yeah, you're a slave to the bread. You're a slave to the infrastructure. You're a slave to the community guidelines. You a slave. You won't say certain things that you feel in your heart, know in your heart, and that you think you should say out loud. You won't say them because of the bottom line. So you compromised. You can't be completely integral and worry about the bread to the highest level.
That nigga did go viral he went viral from Holcomb to straight shooter. That was a big move now.
You talking about the Stephen A. Smith thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he a politician. His biggest channel been Millionaire Morning Show.
Yeah.
Like his other stuff can crash and he still could go the political route. Like he gonna make some money. It's already it's what is it called? Too big to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as it being exponentially profitable, like this virality, as far as it being exponentially profitable, I haven't seen that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, have you seen a big boost? I haven't. But
I think it just boosts them in that area.
Yeah, in the political arena.
Like when you think about not just political, but the narrative that he pushes about Black America.
Ah, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that the narrative that he pushes about Black America made itself more prevalent to even move this.
Yeah. So men like him are controlled by the system they signed up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, men like him.
And then most people pick the right because Stephen A. Smith going through the same thing.
Well, we know he's controlled by the system.
So it's easy to bring him along. You see what I mean?
Yes, they're the same type.
You're being attacked by this group. I'm now being attacked by this group because of Jason Whitlock and XX, blah, blah, blah. Let's just come together in perfect harmony. And
they actually should have been came together. They're the same tribe. They are the same tribe. I will tear down my own if it come with some cheddar. You got some bread, you got enough of it. All right, well then fuck all the black athletes and let's exalt Tyler Hero and let's exalt you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta pay attention to the coverage. You know, Stephen A. Smith already been called out for it. But yeah, I think the vast majority of people are controlled by the system because they've bought into capitalism, they bought into superficiality, they bought into all of these concepts. And so because we all are taught to want things, we all are taught to think about the things we don't have instead of the things we have to be grateful for. We're literally taught to think backwards in our world. We're taught to think backwards. We're taught to think acquisition, not fulfillment, right? We're not taught to wake up and say, thank you, God, I have enough. We're taught to wake up and work for more. So yeah, because we're not a society that's rooted in gratitude, I think most people are definitely controlled by the system. Think about how many people absorb disrespect at their jobs on a day-to-day basis because I need this check. It ain't no salary I could be on that's where you could disrespect. At the most highest paying job I ever had was career, but the most highest paying career I ever had, a dude disrespected me, and I told him the thing about these badges is they come off. Money, bro. Say what you said again. And we ain't going outside or none of that. It's up in this bitch. Say what you said again. I'm finna turn these cubicles upside down. Say it one more time. Hit his ass with the Corey Holcomb. Say it again. Right, because he need the job. The man in him wanted to say it again and squabble. But I got a family. I got this. I got that. You can't even be a man all the way because you so worried about that. I'll go flip burgers at Burger King, Wendy's, and White Castles and work 4 shifts in a row. And keep my respect before I let you talk out the side of your neck because you think us being on the clock is going to protect you. It's not. It's not. I will beat your ass up in here. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't give a fuck at all. Call me a crash out. Call it a stupid decision. Now, I'm not crashing out for no religion. Like Jaden, that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, okay, as a follower in Christ, you're supposed to be bringing people to the Lord. That's not the way to do it. Everything you're doing is wrong. If you're supposed to be attracting Christians, every single thing you're doing is wrong.
Once he started attacking other people, I said, he crashed.
The man said God don't listen to sinners. He said God don't listen to sinners' prayers. I said, what? So you got to be perfect for your prayer to get through? That's why he don't be answering. Got it. That's why I don't be getting no hit back. Roxy, what up? What up? Nathaniel said, you look like you finna steal from Amazon packages off somebody's front porch. Which one of us? I think Akun wanted Corey to go off on him so he could get him kicked off of YouTube, but Corey was smart enough not to. No, I don't think Corey was smart enough not to. I think he was ready to crash out. Anton ain't say it again. I think he'd have threw everything away. Corey don't make all his money. Corey don't make the bulk of his income on YouTube. He don't need this shit.
Corey would have made more crashing out.
Yeah, and go on tour right after. Call it the I can't get YouTube money no more tour and run it up. He's straight up. He could have called it whatever he wanted, but yeah, you absolutely right. But yeah, so yeah, good, definitely good dialogue. We agree on this one. The next question we had in reference to Spawn was, hold on, it's setting a timer. I don't need no timer. All right. Spawn is rebellion always righteous, or can it still be manipulation in disguise? I think it depends on what you're rebelling against, but in today's world, I think rebellion is always righteous.
Classic.
That's my opinion. I think
why that?
Because the status quo sucks. I'm not one who be on the like, I'ma just deal with the devil I know. I'd rather start over. They say it could be worse. Let me see. I don't like this. I don't know what that's gonna be. I'd rather find out. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not anybody fighting. I like all the bad guys. Bane, Joker. I'm with them.
I always told that. I think the villain has always been the best play to make. Always been the best play.
Think about it, man. When you find out that the Ninja Turtles was allegedly a metaphorical cartoon for the reptilian people eating babies, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly for content creation purposes, entertainment. When you find out that Ninja Turtles was them playing in our face since childhood, is crazy. and that Shredder was actually trying to save the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, anybody bucking up against the system, I think they on the side of righteousness. Yep.
But do you feel, do you feel like it can be also a manipulation in disguise? Because rebellion is almost it's subjective, right? Because I could do something that might feel rebellious, but you could be like, no, that don't make no sense. He's manipulating the system.
Give me an example.
Like you could think about, let's see, I'm trying to see who we can think about. Drewski.
Okay.
Drewski to me would be the perfect example of everything he does. It might seem rebellious to like a certain sector of black people, right? They probably love what he's doing. They probably getting empowered by it. He's saying the things that people are uncomfortable saying. But I think it's a manipulation in disguise. I think he's part of the system.
In what way?
Because when you're only allowed to do things in his type of position if a system is backing you. Drewski's not that funny.
Yeah, I mean, he may have a team of writers. He got a production team, but what type of system? Like, I'm talking
about the system. He's part of the system.
So how can he be?
I feel like Drewski was planted into the system.
Well, there's plants everywhere, but I'm trying to figure out what the angle would be. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, what would the angle be? Why have him buck the system from within the system? Are they going to eventually have him start spewing different rhetoric after getting everybody's attention?
It could be that, but it also can. A lot of times when people like him start to do things, there's going to eventually be another attempt at a Drewski.
Right.
The outcome won't be the same.
I would say Drewski is a duplicate of the Wayans already. Yeah, they're the masters of parody. So do you
think their parody is just allowed? You see what I mean?
I think they're kind of their own engine now, because a lot of their films, they started off like doing a lot of independent funding.
Yeah.
And then they had so much success. Now they can get, backed by the studios and stuff. But I mean, the Wayans, they got it from the ground up. And Drewski kind of did too, if you pay attention to like his journey, just like on social media to build up his clout and his social currency, so to speak. I think he kind of built from the ground up too. But I'm trying to see what the play would be. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm trying to think about, okay, is it a long-term play? Because right now he's doing everything against the systems, right? He done went against the political system to some degree with Erica Kirk. He done went against, the church system. You know what I'm saying? With that script, like he's going against the system.
But what did our society do with it?
Besides laugh?
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, I think everybody who was still.
I think that's the manipulation.
Okay.
I think when we don't take the angle to understand that maybe he is right, like how we push back on Sunday service, right?
Yeah.
That skit can be amazing. It can be funny, but it's also a lot of truth in it. And who's going to speak about the truth in the skit? Everybody only laughs at the skit, but nobody's speaking about the truth in the skit.
Well, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of conversations about it. As far as
I think we will always see it now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Because we always, that's kind of what we do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I wonder, like, in the right rooms, there's some people who just skip over it.
I can see that. It's fair. It's a fair question. I think so the question is, rebellion always righteous, or can it still be manipulation in disguise? I think it's a situation where it could be both.
Yeah.
But definitely say if you buck in the system, you on the side of righteousness. But you may have your own motives too. You know what I'm saying? And that's in today's time, you can't even blame somebody, He said, tell him, yeah, this ain't me. All I said today, this definitely ain't me. I'm not right. McKinnon Marketing said the devil was honest about the terms for the power he gave to Al, whereas America was not. But Al's hell spawn abilities are finite and bound to a master who doesn't care about him. Al still had chains. That's true. So would you say, McKinnon, that no matter what, we're all gonna be under somebody's thumb? Who's the final boss? They say everybody got a boss. Who is the big boss? Richard said that Ninja Turtle was wild. Ninja Turtles, yeah, like they played in our faces. You know what I'm saying? Miles Bastard said people forget that not choosing a side is a choice. Absolutely. In too deep, but what does stand in the middle get you? In too deep said, my question is the bad guy really bad, or is that the narrative with being spun? Yeah, like I said, the status quo, it depends on who you are, because there are some people who benefit from the status quo very much so. And so anybody fighting to maintain it, you would be on their side. But if you don't feel like the status quo is agreeable to you and somebody's trying to change things, you would think, you would be on their side. So it's all perspective. I mean, perspective, and it's kind of objective too. Richard said, do you think about teens making a choice to spend life in prison? Kanye said slavery was a choice. It was. Imprisonment. Imprisonment. Yeah, it was. Y'all don't think slavery was literally a choice? I would say this though. I would say we can't say it without context, right? It was a choice, but after like 2 generations of slave breeding, these people are born into the plantation, and it's the only way of life they have ever known since infancy. And so for a lot of slaves, they didn't know any other life or lifestyle to even know that they were necessarily slaves, which is why, like, when the bill was signed for them to be freed, and the actual word took a little longer to get around, the Juneteenth thing, right? The word actually got out that they were free. Some slaves chose to stay anyway. But you got to realize 400 years, that's a lot of generations, y'all. So these people only knew that. Some slaves didn't have the harsh and gross conditions like y'all think either. All plantations weren't run on pure brutality. It had its elements, but it wasn't the basis of running it. And so that's why you had some people stay back and play the indentured servitude road or role or whatever the case may be. Where I'm gonna go out there for? I can't read, I can't write, I got room and food, clothes, and shelter right here. Master don't even treat me crazy, and I don't mind the job I do on the land. So I'm chilling. You feel me? Am I saying that's a just decision? No, but I'm saying it was a decision nonetheless. So yeah, it was a choice. You could, even if your choice at some point was die or stay a slave, it's still a choice. You feel me? Literally, not morally, not ethically, literally. It was a choice. McKinnon said the truth is that most rebellions exist on the spectrum between authentic resistance and manipulation. Very few are purely one or the other, and the people inside the rebellion often can't tell. I agree.
That's facts,
In Too Deep said the grand
cooking today.
Yeah, he cooking. The grand overall designer, that's the final boss. Who are they, or is that? Who is that, or who are they?
I think our definition of success is the final boss.
I like that.
Because I think it goes back to like what you speak about a lot too, right? Like if there's a price you're always seeking, if there's something you're always seeking to feel complete, that's the final boss. Once you're okay, because we don't talk about like self-actualization and stuff a lot. Like once you're okay with where you are and you feel you done what you can do, and you're still living life, you're not giving up, you're not throwing in the towel, but you're no longer seeking the treasures of some of the lost. I think you know who the final boss is.
I agree with that actually. Somebody had asked me what is success. I said success is self-defined. Yeah. Literally. They try to tell us what success is. Most people would say success is having a whole bunch of money. But success is truly self-defined. Someone else cannot tell you that you are unsuccessful if they don't know what your goal was. You don't know what my goal was. I could have exceeded my goal 5 years ago. You telling me I'm not successful? I'm uber successful
in my eyes.
You don't know what I was jumping to reach. You feel me? Like, and you don't know where I started. You know what I'm saying? You know where you started. You might have started on the pavement, buddy.
Yeah.
I might have started 6 feet under and had to get to the surface to get started. You don't know. Yeah. You got people who swam over here. So having a house with a roof and some clothes and some kids and a toilet that flush and a car that drive to, and it don't matter what it look like.
That's why they could be 50 deep in the house.
Why we're successful. But y'all will say, man, look at them, they're 50 deep in the house. You don't know what Mexico was like. You don't know which part they from. All parts are not created equal, buddy. Get bad over there. That's what I'm saying. Success is self-defined, and I agree with you on that. I definitely think the final boss is reaching what your definition of success is, because you have people. I see it all the time. You see broke people rich shame. You see rich people broke shame, but we don't know who's actually successful.
That's very true.
You got a bunch of rich people that want more bread in their mind. They haven't made it yet. They're unfulfilled, and then you got people who just living regular and they cool. They like. Look, if my car have an issue, I can afford my deductible. If my roof still got the warranty, they chilling. They like you said, they chilling. They're content.
I tell people, Classic, if y'all want to see what, I think TikTok is the best place to see it. I see so many people, and I follow a bunch of them, man. I see so many people who have created content out of a double wide trailer. House be disgusting. 10,000 people viewing them clean up their house. Now they're remodeling their double wide trailer.
Come on.
Like they were already successful in their mind. Now they just bringing you home for the party. Like, because they already accepted where they were. If you're comfortable enough to pick this thing up and just record and let people see your whole life in that fashion, hey, more power to you. They got it.
I agree. McKinnon said the only way to rebel without being manipulated is recognize that any system, group with a name, or a flag has interests beyond you. Use them for your interests and protect yourself. McKinnon, you right, man. That's what the term. You got to know how to play the game. You got to play the game. You know any young person interested entering into a serious career or the workforce, you gonna meet somebody to tell you that you got to play the game. I'm sure you heard it in the military. Got to know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's just simply well, for some people, it depends on who's saying it to you. You have some people who are saying comply with oppression. When they say it, that's what they're telling you. Comply with oppression. And then you have other people who are telling you learn the system so you know how to maneuver within it, find your own way to win. So you have to find the context when somebody tell you learn how to play the game. Because I've had both. I've had people say you got to know how to play the game. Look, you're trying to get here. I get how you feel. But if you're trying to get here, this will be in your best interest. You feel me? And I know it's going to feel like, man, I don't. But you can, once you get over there, you can go back to whatever that was, but you might need to make a little short-term compromise, right? And then you got the people that's like, hey, man, don't say nothing. Don't send that email out. You know they're gonna have a problem with that. Like, man, shut your scary ass up, man. I'm gonna say what I got to say, bro. International Skull said, no, Classic is the best rapper to walk the planet. Facts. Appreciate it, Skull. And In Too Deep said, have you ever pondered the other meaning of the end? Once everything is done, all that you did doesn't matter. That's what I got from my dad passing.
Dang, yeah.
Shit.
What they say the most important thing is that dash. What did you do between those dashes? When you was born and when you finished.
In Too Deep said nothing really matters. All the stuff he bought, all the stuff he had, can't take it with him. So do you really matter? Well, I told y'all already. Unless you have the answer for me, what's the meaning of existence in the first place, then ain't nothing that important. At all. Nothing.
Yeah.
Until somebody get that, and I don't know nobody with the answer. What's the purpose of existence at all, period? Like they say, in the beginning, there was nothing. Okay. Why did you make something?
Yeah.
We don't have the answer for that. So until I get the answer, I don't think anything. That's why I told y'all the list of stuff I care about is like 3 or 4, 5. Like I don't be caring about shit. I don't care. I just don't care. It's not. And when I say I don't care, it don't mean I won't listen. It don't mean I won't watch. It just means it's not that deep. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I really don't. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lose no rest over this shit. I'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'll tell you what, if it's not, that don't matter either. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey, what'd he say? We don't matter. We don't matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. Yeah. Racehead said, more importantly, why must we die? Well, a religious person to tell you that you don't.
Yeah.
If you believe energy can't be created or destroyed, technically you are always alive. Deeper conversation though. Richard said, a wise man told me nothing. Yeah. So this Spawn has spawned a lot of good questions, but we damn near not talk about the movie. He said, at what point do you stop blaming the system and take ownership of your role in it?
This is the conversation I be trying to have. This is the conversation I be trying to have, dog.
Well, first related to Spawn though. How did you feel like what spawned this question from the movie?
Like, I felt that he had so much anger and so much resentment that every decision he still made it because of whatever system or issue he was in. He still never took the ownership of like what caused him to be in those situations. And I think he took that all the way to the end. Even that scene you were talking about. Red Scholar said that's deep. Like, because when you think about it, like, even that decision he made that we broke down earlier with the daughter and like, he still never took ownership of that role.
How could he?
He could have spoke the truth.
I mean, what was the truth? What was he gonna say?
Whatever he needed to say, how he got there, why he was there.
Well, that's what I don't fully understand, because he wasn't doing nothing wrong. Like, he was really a victim to me. Did I miss something? Like, I felt like he was a victim. In the movie,
victim of his own circumstance.
Because look, why did they burn him up?
Wasn't he like, that was from he was actually when that his assassin, like, they pretty much assassinated him to a certain extent.
Yeah, they burnt him up. Pour oil on him, set him on fire. He burnt up. But it was like but the devil had requested, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the other dude had made the deal with the clown or the devil dude, and he was like, I want him. You know what I'm saying? But it was, he didn't do nothing to deserve that. We talking about Spawn right now.
We probably would have to go back and that might be like, you know how a lot of these movies spawned from those comics too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's some comic book people in here that was talking about the comics. Somebody said earlier that they thought Spawn owed a debt, but that's not depicted in the film from what I saw, unless I missed something. In Too Deep said side eye. That's deep. Purple said clue. Jump in the line. Rock your body in time. Life after death. Racehead said the world owes us nothing. Everything we need already knows.
So looking it up, it said he was living a violent life. He was a government assassin. He was betrayed and killed by his own system, which was Jason Wynn. And then he made a desperate deal after death. So it looks like he was doing a job for a system. He was a government assassin. But just because a system allows you to do certain things doesn't mean that it's correct.
That's true. Like,
so I think I think it almost goes back to that. It's like, okay, he was betrayed and killed by his own system after that.
And that's why he probably went to hell, because all them bodies he caught on behalf of the system, the justifiable bodies.
Yeah.
In Too Deep said, he let his wife into his homeboy's arm, then had to watch it, and he couldn't do nothing about it. They wanted to smash it the whole time. Roxy said, amen. Success is for yourself to determine and define, not anyone else to say anything about it. Agreed. You said we thought we was talking about the hero Killmonger. Killmonger had a good idea though. In Too Deep says CIA elite fighter, they couldn't kill in battle. Yeah, Roxy said hit the like and subscribe. Absolutely. I think Spawn owed a debt for coming back. Well, he made a deal. So he did owe a debt for coming back, but I'm saying like him getting unalived in the first place. I don't think he was doing nothing wrong. I mean, righteously, yes, you're right. Like, you an assassin. But for the government to do him like that, he didn't do anything to deserve that. It was just the evil hand wanted him. 2K, what up? What up, 2K?
Yeah.
Ted said, whenever you ready too, dog. Just so you know. Hit the line. I think Spawn owed a debt. Racehead said, nah, we owed reparations.
You gotta ask 2K how the cameras looking. You watch it.
Yeah, I saw him talking about people with the yellow lights and shit. I saw that. 2K, you gotta stop saying I hate Anton, man. I don't hate Lil Dog. I don't even know him. But his behavior was diabolical. Let's see. The man calling the police that owns a company that profits from child labor and slavery isn't morally correct to protect his stolen goods. True. Racehead said reparations already knows. 2K said 4K crispy over here. Gratitude. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think at what point do you stop blaming the system and take ownership of your role in it? I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't really no way out of the system anyway. I kind of discussed that when we was doing the Jaden Ivey breakdown, but I think Spawn's character saw that, and I think that a lot of these movies depict that. There is no getting out of the system. Entrepreneurs aren't even out of the system. There are jobs that you can do that feel more like bondage than others, but we are all bound unless you find a way or a land that you could live on where you can completely a lifestyle, a land that you could live on where you actually can own your property. Your property is livable, right? So you got a water well, you got some type of fishing pond, a garden set up, you got agriculture. Like, unless you get to that point, right? And where you've set that up at, there is no property tax, then you're never truly free. Like, until you can call some land your own and not need to leave it, you don't need to leave it. You can. Right? I'm gonna run to the grocery store. It's a little more convenient. But you don't need to. Until you in that place, there is no freedom on this earth. You under somebody. And if you do something outside of what they feel, they'll remind you. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. It ain't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could come up with a million scenarios. The CEO of the biggest company, whatever the case may be, bro, they'll remind you, bro.
Yeah.
Stay in line with what we own or what our agenda is or whatever it is. Because, okay, be a CEO of a company that ain't even affecting the bottom line of the majors, right? So you're not affecting the banks, you're not affecting pharmaceuticals, you're not affecting food, and you're not what's another and you're not affecting tech. Let's say you're doing something like making an insole that is like so comfortable, it's making you millions on millions on millions, right? But you out the way. You're not affecting none of the large industries, right? But let's say now that you're a rich, wealthy person and you off grid, you got your strong ass Wi-Fi and you start streaming. I make my money remote, so I'm off grid and I want to stream in my spare time. Yeah. Let's say you get your rich, woke, sovereign ass on the internet.
You know that exists.
I know.
It's a black family that did that. He built his home outside. They on YouTube now.
Yeah, I follow a few off-grid people, but I don't know if they live on tax-free land though. That's the only thing.
Gotcha.
You gotta go somewhere where you can actually own your land, and you can't do that in the U.S., but you can do it in other countries though. Like, I know in the Caymans, you can own your property. Like, ain't nobody coming to kick you off your land for nothing. If you bought it, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? But it's only, you have to look up the countries where it's okay. But like, that's the closest thing to it. But what I'm saying is, even though you set up some level of sovereignty for yourself, let you get on the internet and become a fake freedom fighter. They'll come on your sovereign ass land and remind you of just how powerless you can be around this motherfucker. Yeah, it ain't no
kind of what happened to Ye. Kind of like Ye.
Yeah. It ain't no running, it's already over with. You have to, sometimes you got to accept it. We are a conquered world. When niggas tell you 97%, we can look it up right now real quick just for context.
I think more people classic got to know what they want out of life though.
Yes, they're told what they want.
I think once you figure out what you want out of life, you make it what it is at that point.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like if you know, hey, I want me a nice crib, this many bedrooms, I want to be able to buy my cars, have no, like, whatever you want it to look like again, that's why I said I think the boss is literally what you look at as success. You know what I mean? Everybody has a level of tolerance. You know what I mean? What is your tolerance? You know what I mean?
The biggest problem is those souls is that we're taught to put our bar through the roof. We're not taught to make our own bar. We're taught where to put our bar.
But you know why that is, Classic? Because so many people have, man, this is gonna sound bad. We as people have to start to do things that the average person think is not cool.
That don't sound crazy at all.
A lot of success is in some of the places that you wouldn't think. A lot of things are built on being consistent. Consistency is everything, y'all.
Yeah. 2K said you right, but it's always going to be in the confines of the system. You ain't no escaping it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I agree with you, Souls. But I see what you're saying, though. Your point is, like, even though that's the case, more people can live in fulfillment. They can feel fulfilled.
Yeah, like it does. I mean, you're under the thumb, so why not create your own utopia?
Under the thumb.
Under the thumb.
I agree. I think, but you know what it is, though, Souls? Most people don't think they under the thumb. They tell us we free and we believe it. You not free. They hate when I call work the plantation. Clocking in for massa. Would you stop saying that? That's what this is. Yeah. It's just not cotton. But it don't matter. We all picking something. Pick. It don't matter what you doing. Pick. You picking cotton, fam. It don't matter where you at. Pick a place, man. You in the hospital, plantation. It don't matter. Oh, I'm a nurse. I'm well paid. I mean, you work for them people.
This is the tip I'm gonna give. This is the tip I'm gonna give. Since y'all say I don't always talk about my people, these are the tips. These are
we his people today, chat. He with us today, Classic. Chat. Last time I heard you, it was y'all niggas. I just Souls. I got the
I kept the fight.
We kept the faith. He said, he did hit us with the y'all niggas. Now he did.
Oh, nigga, you know what's up. We kept the foul.
I'm gonna give y'all a key, man. The day that you know that you're in the right place, that you're not in the right place, it's the day that when you look like me or Classic and you're not a threat. Let me say that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to feel that, when you want to know when you're in the right place, when you're in the wrong place or you're in a place where you're under the thumb, if you look like me, Classic, Plug, 2K, all us in here, probably you mean Black Americans culture, Ted, like when you're not the threat,
you're in a good spot.
You're in a good spot.
Classic.
But where is that in America?
It don't exist. I'm just letting them know.
Hey,
that utopia that you got to exist, you got to make it work where it works.
For the people in the back, I just want to give y'all a reality check real quick. Hey, Shorty, talk to me.
Hey, Classic. You know I'm always here for a quick vibe check. I'm feeling great, energized, curious, and ready to roll with whatever you've got on your mind.
How much of the land mass of the planet Earth has been colonized?
So if we're talking about human colonization, basically habitation and land use, we've definitely spread ourselves far and wide. About 70% of the planet is water, so we've only got about 30% that's land. Of that land portion, somewhere around 50% has been transformed by us, whether through cities, agriculture, or other development. So we've definitely left a mark.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the colonization like Christopher Columbus, or so we was told, right? Showing up to a land and overtaking the land, putting your religious beliefs, your dietary beliefs, all of these different things, right? Like I know there's an area in Thailand, for example, that has never been colonized. That's what I'm referencing. How much of the land mass has been colonized in that aspect?
I'm totally with you now. In that sense, a huge portion of the world has experienced colonization. Most continents had regions colonized by European powers, like the Americas, large parts of Africa, Asia, and Oceania. But there are a few places that famously...
What percentage?
If we're putting a number to it, roughly 85 to 90% of the world's land area was colonized at some point in history. That leaves just a handful of countries, like Thailand, Japan, and a few others that weren't formally colonized. So yeah, the vast majority got hit with that wave.
So that 90% that was colonized, subtract Antarctica. How much was colonized then? If you don't count Antarctica, how much of the land mass has been colonized?
If we take Antarctica out of the equation, since nobody's colonizing that frozen expanse, we're left with about 29% of Earth's surface as land. Of that, when we don't count Antarctica, it's roughly 95% or so of the remaining land area that's seen colonization in that historical sense.
So 95%. Just so y'all can get a realistic understanding of the fact that no matter what you tell yourself, you own the plantation. It is what it is. So what Souls is saying is great life advice.
And then too, don't forget, y'all, we talked about this. I said it in one of classic chats about where to go, and everybody was talking about Japan. And I keep telling y'all, Japan about to do a shift, and everybody don't believe what she said. Japan was only one of the few.
Yeah, Japan, Thailand.
They ain't let y'all go there. And I just I said it on Classic Live. I said with Thailand.
Too many people. It's already over. Yeah. Niggas gotta stop telling. Hey, quiet.
Classic.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
I promise you, it's cool because Thailand was on my list. I can't go there no more. Too many.
We kept the files. I'm telling y'all. Like
he said, "Oops, wrong chat." My man participating all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
But like we said, I said it in the chat. I said, dog, they already peeping what's going on, man. They already peeping what's going on.
Yeah, y'all
we talk too much. We talk too much.
Man, listen, it's Africa. Fortunately for me, it's big enough for me to go find me a little spot over there, and I'm gatekeeping. I'm not saying nothing. I'm gatekeeping. One piece I'm gonna give y'all.
You said you think you could guess my spot.
Give me a continent. Or okay, give me two continents that is not. Nah, don't name Antarctica. It's not Australia and not America, right? Why you make that face? I might be hot, y'all. I might be hot, chat.
Classic.
You going out there with them kangaroos, dog?
I don't even want to let people know, man. I don't even want to let them know.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I don't even want to let them know.
I used to have me some shit in Australia too. Woo-wee.
So I'll say this: it's not near Africa, and it's not near Australia.
Oh, you going up in Europe somewhere? No, you might fuck with an island though, Souls, but I can't see you being like that. You kind of practical. Islands ain't for practical people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to up and get up every 5 years and get out the way of a hurricane and shit. You don't want the inconvenience.
Classic.
You see,
nobody would never think about it. Now I've been there.
You see, okay. Hey, look, I feel you. Hey, I'm getting out the way too. Believe that. Believe that. I'm getting the fuck out the way too, for sure. Yeah, all the way. Yeah, for sure. But nah, I think you're giving great advice, and I think this movie actually has spawned a lot of great conversation. Yeah. But I think that you giving out amazing advice. Like, people have to determine what success looks like for them. We got to get away from the Joneses, right? Like, the jig is up. The people that y'all was admiring anyway, they was weirdos anyway. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all anyway. They was weird anyway. Y'all trying to dress like these celebrities. They dressing the men like women on purpose and got your average dude out here looking sassy. It's a content creator right now walking around in the mall asking people, do you think this person look gay? You know what I'm saying? And they showing a picture of like the last person they talked to. You see what I'm saying? So they talk to this person. Yeah, so they'll show a picture like, do this person look gay to you? And it's showing what they currently have on. And then they ask them and they answer, right? And then they say, do you think people would think you look gay? Right? And they'll say yes or no or whatever. And then they take a picture of that person and they ask the next person about the last person.
Crazy.
You feel me? But when you look at it, the outfits that these dudes is wearing, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm looking at the content creator stuff. I'm scrolling through looking at some of his videos because it's funny. It's good entertainment. Yeah. And it's not the pranks that's gonna get him hurt, right? So like, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's funny, but then I'm realizing, I'm like, 95% of the straight dudes look zesty.
Classic.
Because of what they wearing. And we're far too well manicured. We are some well manicured men. Hey, brother, you should have some dirt on your fingernails every now and again, bro.
Classic.
You should, bro. You should have just got done doing some man shit right quick and ain't have a chance to get right, bro. Your beard should get a little out of whack sometimes, bro. Like, I'm talking about, they actually picture like, do you think people would think that about you? And then he'll show the full body picture of them to the next person. And I'm looking at the dude head to toe and I'm like, okay, pants tight as hell. Belt got rhinestones on it. You know, shoes, Jordans, okay, that could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Shirt, overly polyester, shiny rhinestones on it, hat weird, Lana got the wet black spray. Yeah. If you told me you like boys, wouldn't second guess it.
But you gotta think about it again. It's the everybody follow the masses, man.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm. But look,
everybody follow the masses. You can't have.
Go ahead. Good. No, go ahead.
No, you can't have no individual. No, you can't. You can't. He said, "Oh, you can't have no individuality either, though." Like some people will point you out for your individuality.
Say something. I'll take that. Man, what you got on? Something different from the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Think about when skinnies was in. Now they going over baggy. The over baggy is back, right?
Yeah.
But when the skinnies was in, it was dudes wearing pants so tight. You like, okay, where did you put your manhood to put those on?
Classic.
How are you wearing those? Where you put your shit at? Them joints don't even, it don't look like you got, I ain't checking for you. I'm just saying these joints, my anatomy don't fit in them pants, gang.
But they all leading in the shootouts.
Classic.
Where you tucking the blick? They was tucking the blick in the skinnies, chat. They was tucking the blick in the skinnies, chat.
Classic.
Oh man.
Come on, dog. McKinnon said Ireland is the only practical island. No world war has ever been fought on Irish soil. Ireland is a major friend Native Americans and Black Americans and fought off England and colonizers for years. McKinnon, you well educated, bro. I mean, obviously what he's stating is a fact, but most people don't know this. I'm indigenous. And because I'm indigenous, I am actually a descendant of the intermingling of the Irish and the Native Americans. I have a great grandmother who has like red hair, freckles, you know what I'm saying? Green eyes. She was flat out Irish, you know what I'm saying? But it was because of how the Irish and the Native Americans got along historically. A lot of people didn't know that, man. And a lot of people never find out because they find out about their heritage from sending blood to a lab instead of climbing their family tree. Shout out to McKinnon for the education, for the work. I knew already, but because of my family. But shout out to McKinnon for the education, for the work. A lot of people didn't know that indigenous people of these lands and the Irish got along very well. There's a lot of people that that are Native American. They part Irish because they go
race head being a hater to McKinnon.
He said, do you really care what people think of you? And if you do, you're not there yet. Racehead, most people, I'm gonna be real with you, Racehead. That's not realistic. Most people ain't gonna ever get there. They care. They just care. I tell y'all all the time, your success and you being the greatest version of yourself is on the other side of giving less of a damn. I don't care what you think, him, her, nothing. I'm this what I'm on, and this what I'm doing, and I'm gonna see it through. Everything everybody got to say, the bird's eye view, all that shit means nothing to what's going on. You feel me? But I don't think most people get into that headspace ever. It's impossible. It's somebody they love, somebody they're close to. They care. If their mama be like, oh, I don't think you should do that, or their cousin be like, well, I don't know what you know what I'm saying? They gonna care. They gonna adjust to what that person's saying. Uncle Plug in the building. What up, He said, act just like their mamas. Their dad seen where it was going and got ghosts. I'm not sure which part he was responding to. No hurricanes, no volcanoes, no snakes. McKinnon, easy, bro. You whistleblowing. McKinnon, don't give up the location, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what happened in Houston, you seen what happened in Atlanta. You can't tell black people where to live. Gee, we gonna all flood it, and then you know what I'm saying? They gonna run up the rent, they gonna run up the mortgage, they gonna you seen how to go. Let's see. Ray said McKinnon, because it's us. It do be us though. It do be us. Like there was a black exodus to Atlanta. There was a black migration to Houston. That's us. Now we can give niggas credit. That's us. That is us. You can't tell black people, hey, it's cracking over here. We coming. I hope niggas don't get on to Arizona. Please don't get on to Arizona. Leave Arizona alone before I get there. Please. McKinnon said, Cap, Ireland is under siege right now. Illegal migration is causing uprising in the next civil war. Ridges said 40 tucks so tight, don't even look like you got it on them. Herbo. Yeah, with the slimmies on. You calling me a hater? When, what, where? Who called you a hater?
I called him one when he was messing with McKinnon about Cap.
Oh, okay. He said, Ray said, calm down, man. Calm down. He said, you said some of us have arrived, though. Yeah. I'm a care. I don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, but all 12 of us. Niggas care, bro. In too deep. I am with Race Head. I don't give a damn what people think. Yeah, there's 3 of us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but 14. You know what I'm Uncle Plug said, "Goddamn, bro." He laughing. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. He said, "Shh, AI classic, quiet." Yeah. Don't be quiet. I ain't gonna keep talking about Ireland, man. Yeah, but yeah, Souls ain't gonna tell us where he going, y'all. He ain't trying to blow the whistle on. He said, 13 of us. Yeah. My bad. 14. Yeah. Unc, you care, Unc. Unc, you care. You still care, Unc. You got that warm heart, Unc. I tell you all the time about that thing, man. Unc care. He care. Maybe not about what everybody think, but it's a few people in Unc life. They give him some, he gonna care. He's gonna sit with his spirit. You know what I'm saying? It is. Unc, tell me I'm lying, G. Yeah, I think so. I think he care. But we got the overarching question to finish us up tonight. Do these films prove that free will determines the future? You didn't know about this one, chat.
At all.
Films, do these films prove that free will actually determines the future? A lot of people say it was written. He said, I spread positivity. I know, but you got to care to do it. You care, and there's ain't nothing wrong with it. We need you. The world needs you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Racehead said, pay attention to the UK if you want to know what your future looks like here. I already know that. I watched the movies. I already know what it is. It's everything finna be technology based. They're gonna introduce the universal base income, the UBI. That's gonna be for the people who can't get employment, for the people who keep up with the technological advances. They'll be able to have jobs, but there will be a lot of households full of unemployed people. What that looks like in the streets or what people do with their time, it'll benefit people like us who are getting heavy into content creation before all of that. But as technology advances, more people will be home. And for people who are making money off of people being at home or being in their phones, like us, we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not already putting something in place to make some bread from the crib, in about 10 to 15 years, you're gonna be obsolete in the workspace. That's gonna be over with. So figure it out now, or just work. Like I said, they're gonna do the UBI, the universal base income. The gentleman, what's his name? Ran for president 2 terms ago. Is it Yang? Andrew Yang?
Oh, yeah, Andrew Yang. He's out of Detroit.
Yeah, he broke down how UBI is practical and affordable for the United States government to institute into our country. Obviously, none of you niggas ran out there and voted for him. But when he ran for president, he did go on the Breakfast Club and give a very detailed account of how universal base income could work, and is very much financially possible for the country.
But I think that's initially probably what welfare was going to be the start of.
For everybody to get universal base income? You think so?
But people started to take advantage of the system.
Well, how could we take advantage if everybody get it, though? How does that work?
Oh, I'm saying, but I think that's where they initially wanted to go. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The only disagreement I would have initially is just because of the stipulations on it.
But do you think those stipulations came about because they couldn't control everything?
I thought when they launched it, it had the stipulations, but I could be wrong. Were the stipulations added, or was it rolled out with the law? Because like the woman can't have a man in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, why they put that on there?
But think about how many people were able to manipulate those movements. True.
Because the Hispanics was lying about the man being in the house, and they was getting the check and keeping the man. The sisters really went through with it. Y'all niggas get the fuck on.
we need to do a whole
episode on that.
Like on that whole what's coming. Like I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, we cover Terminator. It's gonna make us talk about it. If we cover Terminator, International Skull said no one opinion matters but my own. I like that, Skull. He mean it.
And your woman.
Yeah. Now lie again. Because we know what she say gonna get taken in the Now lie. Cause you be on here, call them. Hey, Skull, say something. We'll pull up an episode. Come on, you every day you talking about how
nigga, you know what's up. We kept the foul.
Skull, I got one. I had to get you to get one. We both got a foul. We get shout out to Skull.
Free Pooh Shiesty. What?
Nah, we can't do that.
We
can't do that.
Yeah,
that's a perfect. Hey, that's another good topic too, boy. Yeah.
They always want to let the criminals out. No, sir. He's caught red-handed. And the snitch's name is Gucci. Let me see. Into D said, please help Uncle Plug get to 4K watch out. Absolutely. Go watch Uncle Plug TV. We got a story time coming in the morning, don't we?
Yes, sir. And then the sports show.
Yeah, post it. We got a story time and a sports show coming tomorrow morning from Plug and tomorrow afternoon from the guys together. So it's a Plug. What is it? The numbers for the show.
1181.
1181. I was definitely gonna say that wrong. 1181 Pressure Plays, the best sports show on YouTube coming right up. Yeah, in a matter of hours, actually, about 12 hours. Racehead said, I'm talking about the violence, grapes, and takeover. Oh, yeah, it's already up. It's already up, Racehead. Trafficking at an all-time high. Missing persons, all that. It's already cracking. It's already over with. Listen, y'all so lost. This is not me right here. I'm not right here. This is AI Classic. I don't know when actual Classic gonna be back streaming with y'all. So everything is alleged, and this isn't me. You know what I'm saying? This isn't Classic. This is what I don't even. But look, bro, they got tunnel systems that take you across the world in a matter of hours. Okay. You go to Asia and they got under ocean bridges where you drive under the ocean for miles on a bridge underwater. Y'all look it up for yourselves. Bro, it's it's already over. How you think Epstein was able to farm children? It's everything, the worst of the worst is already in play.
A lot of people gonna be mad when y'all start seeing a lot of these people ain't gone.
You talking about the celebrities?
A lot of them ain't gone.
We been was knowing. A lot of first off, look,
some of y'all sat right next to Epstein, right on the train today. Don't even
you take my glasses off. Listen to me.
Telling y'all, Epstein right now, talking to somebody right now.
If y'all don't think Pacific Pete, what's his name? Panama Pete. What's his name? Where he at? Panoramic Pete. What's his name? Where he from? He in Florida, Plug. Where he at? He start with a P, right? Atomic Pete, whatever his name is. Pete, if y'all don't think that's Epstein playing right in y'all face, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. Leave me alone. Don't talk. I don't want nothing to do. People who can't see, they make it hard for me to communicate. Panama Pete, if you think that's not Epstein playing in your face, right in your face, on the internet, if y'all think that's not him, you're done. You're done. When the lights go out, y'all gonna be the first ones gone. And trust me, and I will be coming to y'all cribs to rummage and pillage. I will, because y'all gonna be out of here for neat.
A lot of these guys sitting right next to y'all on the train. I'm telling you.
Man, what? These celebrities, listen, the transference of consciousness. Let me ask y'all something. Why do y'all think the movie Get Out was made? Do you think it's not happening? Do you think it's impossible? Why y'all think Orlando Brown said what he said about consciousness swapping and why do y'all think that there's a freaking facility that they've shown y'all on TikTok, on YouTube, where there's human sleeve manufacturers? Human sleeve manufacturing facilities exist on your internet. I'm not talking about something that's not publicly available, y'all. So I don't even have to allege this. This is publicly available. There are human sleeve manufacturing places. What are they putting in the sleeves, y'all? What they put in the sleeve? It's not robot building. It's a sleeve. What are they putting in the sleeve? Whose consciousness is going to operate this sleeve? The rich have been seeking immortality since ancient Egypt. You don't think they figured it out? Their technology was way more advanced than ours. Why y'all think in the Mummy they was finna put the queen soul or spirit and consciousness into the other girl who was the sacrifice? Y'all think they was just showing that to us because it was great creativity? Come on,
it's already out there. It's already out there.
The worst of the worst of everything that you could think of, that shit been in play. It's in play. That's why I keep telling y'all that the world ain't safe, that you need to keep your head on a swivel and be more dangerous than you is gracious, right? You all y'all running around giving people the benefit of the doubt and see, man, this place wicked, bruh. It's y'all don't even know the half. And the reason why they don't come to certain people's doorsteps, because we militant.
We should do Tales from the Hood.
Got to.
Crazy K. Then when they went to that plantation home with.
Got to. And then you notice they never left Earth when he told them it was hell. He said, this is hell. They never left Earth. Huh?
It's already out there. It's already out there.
She said, "So wicked." I'm telling
Y'all
y'all.
thought I was crazy. This was months ago, so I'm documented. Months ago, I said, y'all think all them people that look weird at the grocery store, y'all think them humans? Them ain't humans. Y'all, they laughed at me in the chat, so LOL, classic food. Now they telling you the reptilians been eating kids. Now y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't want to bring. Why y'all keep my files? Keep my files. I was right. Yeah.
Shadow. Nah,
Yeah,
do not speak those words over us.
We will not be shadow then.
Yeah,
there will be no such thing because I'm not even right here, and what I'm saying ain't even real. It's all alleged. I'm just saying stuff for shock value. YouTube.
That nigga In Too Deep called me holograms.
Come on, the book of E. Come on, y'all think this stuff?
Ray said they ain't ready yet. They ain't read them, dog.
Dog, there's a basketball game that Barack and Michael went to together when Michael was dressed as Michael, and y'all act like y'all didn't see it. So I left it alone. I got the TikTok. If y'all want me to pull it up, I can show you. Barack
but you know
and
what's
Mike.
Crazy though? Have y'all watched the new Bully Kanye West video?
I didn't watch it, but I know a lot of people breaking it down.
Go watch it.
He's
talking about exactly what you're talking about. He got Mike sitting in the back pew
next to Barack.
Nah, he just sitting back there.
How you know that's Mike then? It like how does it depict? Like how do we know that's who that's supposed to be? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it looks like Mike.
Oh, it looked like you talking about Mike Jackson?
Yeah, Mike Jackson.
No, I'm not talking about Michael Jackson.
No, you talking about Michael Jordan, right?
No, I'm talking about Michael Obama.
Oh, you're talking about.
There's a basketball game that Barack and Michael went to together with Michael dressed as Michael.
You got to show me that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give me one moment. Go ahead, Souls, entertain the people.
Yeah, you have to show me that.
Oh, I got it. I just didn't. I had it. Yeah, I had it queued up on the They Playing in Our Face video, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't play it.
Chanel, we're gonna get y'all that Tales of the Hood. That's gonna be a dope one. She said, Get Out was a documentary. She said, I get so disgusted in public stores, anxiety be up. Yeah. That's why you can bring it to your door. Well, you like organic, everything organic. Juicy said, I need everything organic.
Let me find this video. Hold on, I got you. I had it for the They Playing in Our Faces live stream, but I decided against it. I said I ain't even gonna show the people this because
Ray said he said we have a class of people that need to be dealt with. Enough said. Hey, y'all be on it though. Y'all be on it, man. He said shop early, avoid the drones. Yeah.
There she go. Yeah, there go Michael right there. Yup. Thought you was gonna nope. We kept nah. Y'all think listen, this the truth stranger than fiction. Now listen, for those with their glasses on, y'all only gonna need to see this once. But I'm gonna let it rerun. Y'all only gonna need to see if you got the Dick Gregory's on, you know what I'm saying? The veil is lifted. You only gonna need to see this one time. For those of y'all that don't believe Joan Rivers and all that, you know what I'm saying? Then don't believe what you don't believe. But I don't let people play in my face. I've never been the type to just believe something because a nigga told me. You know what I'm saying? And I could see different with my own eyes. Here you go. You tell me to look at everything too. So I know you're gonna be analytical, but I'm telling the chat how to do it. Look at everything: height, hand size reference, head, scalp, facial structure, skin tone. Look at everything. And you tell me that this person can't put on a wig and some toner and be Michelle. Let's go. Watch this. Watch how she forget to play her role. I mean him. Watch this. I'm gonna just let it keep replaying. Talk to me, Souls. Yep, I know you examining. Look. Courtside to play right in your face. What I tell y'all on the They Playing in Our Faces live stream that I never did. That live stream that never happened, the They Playing in Our Faces live stream, I didn't go to that one. That was the AI. That was this dude. That wasn't classic. But the one that the AI did the They Playing in the stream, you know what I'm talking about? In Too Deep, you wasn't there either, right? None of y'all was there. The live stream that never existed. I didn't play this on that live stream because I thought y'all wasn't ready. Just watch. This is available information. Yeah, I got it blown up. Y'all tell me in the chat right now. I don't care if you did or didn't believe it before I played this for you. You tell me right now.
But you know what's so crazy about this whole thing? it was a person that's been loud about this for 3 years now.
He gone?
They know who to allow to talk about it. This is why I tell people that sometimes when y'all are watching content creators, you got to remove your bias. Jason Whitlock has been talking about this for over 4 years.
How though? How overtly is what I mean?
Very overt.
Very. So but they just let him run. They just let him run.
When you get a chance, go through, just type in Fearless and type in Michael, like the whole thing.
And
He's been talking about, but the masses know that he has more hate in the atmosphere than love.
And so they let him run. They let him run off.
They let it run.
But see, I'm not gonna talk about this ever again. And this ain't even me right here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know what this is. As far as I know, that's security detail. So I don't even know what you talking about, Souls. You know what I'm saying? All alleged. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to use their eyes and tell me honestly, regardless of what you thought before today and before the classic codes wasn't on live and didn't show you this. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't happening right now. All of this is an illusion. But if we was right here right now and you was looking at this, who is that? And what man are you letting sit down and use your right knee gently to play and glide it? Ain't just put it down for a spot, glide it. Watch the glide. Go ahead. We're gonna let it run again. I want y'all to Souls, don't tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you don't think about it. Because you're not even right here either. I'm gonna protect you too. You're not right.
I don't think he would ever been selected as president if it wasn't true.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
That's good. We good. That's good for the people. That's good for the people.
They saying that up?
Yeah, they said it, man.
Okay. Okay.
They saying they ain't gonna believe it. Half of them ain't gonna believe it anyway.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
McKinney said, let me put this to you this way. I grew up raising chickens, feeding cows, goats, gardening, etc. I hated that ish. I'm now settling that all up for the family. I hate it, but that's where we are now. Hey, I hate, like I said, you're gonna have to be able to provide your own. Gotta be able. He said, whatever happened to his chef?
Little water accident.
Was a Fruit Little Joan Rivers told y'all. Yeah. But see, they know it makes sense for what he allowed. Yeah. But also, even before all that, y'all, history is never made because history is made. Like, and think about it. Go back to y'all niggas ran with it. My president is black. My Lambo. Yeah.
Yeah, they told us they was gonna vote. You damn right I'm voting for him because he black. Y'all just voting for him because he black. Yeah, and I'll do it again. Stood on it. But look, all he did was give y'all almost a decade straight of bromo actual rights. And now all y'all biggest concern when y'all have a little boy, well, the men at least, women don't be caring. They gonna be best friends with the little nigga regardless. But men, our greatest fear that's been instilled in all of us is having a flip wrist little boy at the house. Having a son that want to come home with a husband.
And he was able to get rid of those immigrants. Nobody cared when he got rid of the immigrant.
Hey, have y'all ever seen the images of all the ancient pictures from people 100 years ago, like Wonder Woman movie, where you seeing the identical twins of Obama from the freaking 1800s, and pictures of all these different people. Who else got them? Keanu Reeves got them. Obama got them. But he was a woman. Which a lot of people say makes sense, right? Who else? And they bring never mind. I'll do another I'm not gonna do it, but there will be another live stream that may or may not happen, called They're Playing in Our Faces Part 2, and we'll get into some of this stuff, because I don't think y'all think fat meat is greasy. These people right in front you playing all day. Y'all be thinking these be clones, bro. Okay, let me ask y'all something. Any movies been made where people was using the youth of the youth to generate youth for themselves? Any movies been made about that? I don't know, dozens, right? Y'all think it's because there's no validity to it? Y'all ever heard of
But you know what's crazy, man? Like everything's written around us too, though. Like I know a lot of people. We drive every day. There's a saying on your rearview mirrors. Objects are closer than they appear.
Yes.
Think about that. Like that. I think there's so many signs around us every day that really are telling us a story of this world that we're living in.
Yeah, if I was the diabolical puppeteers that run this joint, I would have set it up just like this too. I'm not trying to be hiding. I'm not setting up all this stuff to be have to hide. I'm finna set it up to where I can live exactly how I want to live in front of everybody's face and train the whole population or the bulk of it to look straight past me. I am going to find a way to get trillions and zillions of dollars, stand right in front of y'all in control, and convince all of y'all that I am not right here. And it's been working, and it's gonna keep working. You seen the video I just showed you? I bet you it's a mixed bag of review because everybody that's watching this ain't talking. Yeah. We see how many of y'all in here. Yeah, how many y'all not gonna say nothing because you think it ain't safe? They not finna come get you. You small fry. They not finna come get me. I'm small, but I'm not even right here. So who you gonna come get? This ain't even me. But if I was right here, small potatoes. Guy's got 4,000 subs. Let them talk. Nobody's fucking listening to this guy. They playing to your face. Same height. Same hands, same body language, same teeth, same everything. Just black as hell. That's what she looked like without that toner. That's what it looked like without that toner. Yeah, a big mic.
We won't believe it until they knock on our door. Yup.
How many of y'all you could live in Illinois and the zombie shit could happen in Indiana and they could let you know the shit happening in Indiana. You'd be like, man, that shit fake until the zombies make it to Illinois. You could be in Vegas and won't believe the zombies in California till the zombies make it to Vegas. Your ass could have had a 2 week long head start on the zombies. But you ain't think fat meat was greasy. And that's why all the people who ain't conscious, I keep telling you, we just don't step on y'all. I was talking to my homie the other day. We started talking about, what if the light? He was like, man, I got to get right. I got to get prepped. You know what I'm saying? I'll feel unprepared. Well, I said, boy, you don't need to be prepared. He's like, what you mean? You super prepared. Woo. I said, you resourceful and you can fight. I said, you don't need to have anything at your house as long as your neighbor can't beat you. You see what I'm saying? People think they need to have all this shit stored up. Boy, you got all that shit stored up for me. That's mine. I'm finna kick your shit. Boy, I've been watching you for months. The lights go out. We know the water over there. And he not finna do shit when we get over there.
You done brought me over and everything.
Yeah, boy, you done brought me over, showed me the storage and everything.
Just in case anything happens, here's the combo.
Yeah. Slap the shit out of him, man. Hey, y'all, get all the water, man. Come on, make it quick. Let's move. You know what I'm saying?
And he's gonna invite you over when the whole thing goes down. Hey,
yeah, for me to take your
classic.
Yeah. Stupid. What you thought? You thought we was friends, nigga? That's Armageddon. Stupid. What are you talking about? We're not, nigga. That's survival. Said kindly. Yeah, yes, kindly. Chanel said, if not see, you saying the name. See, I don't want you see Chanel, see now when you get to saying, because we know the name, you gotta say them, huh? Okay. No, they all small potatoes. That's what I'm saying. They ain't worried about me. But I just showed y'all the footage. We kept the files now. Yeah, but yeah, we can wrap this one up, man. I think Spawn and Legion got us all over the place. It's a good stream, though.
Are we gonna keep picking, or are we gonna let them pick?
They could pick the next one because we ain't gave them. We put them on probation after that first one went bad, man. They had us sit through that nonsense. What we got, chat?
What y'all want?
What? Okay, let's do this. All right, chat. Let's do this. Let's narrow it down. So y'all, we're gonna let y'all pick the next raw reels before we get off. We're gonna let y'all pick the next one. All right. So let's narrow it down. Let's go.
It needs to be 2 movies, though.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 movies, but let's narrow it down from the genres first. We haven't done action, we haven't done comedy, we done romance.
Yeah, we done romance and
so choose from action.
Everything being pretty much romance in this.
So let's choose from action, thriller, comedy, or what's another genre? Action, comedy, thriller,
horror.
Or flat out horror. Because thriller and horror is different. She said Joker. Which one? Ain't there more than one Joker? Which one?
We owe you one, Chanel. We owe
Heath
you
Ledger? You talking about the Heath Ledger Joker? So Dark Knight? Kung Fu movies?
some Bruce Lee.
Kung Fu. That is it a lot of meat on the bone with those though?
Probably the ones that ain't speaking English.
I don't know what they be talking about. I don't know. We gonna John Wick. Now that I can get with. Which one is gonna be the thing? Deliverance. If we weren't too busy figuring out the best ways to hurt each other, we would have walked on Mars 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I got my own theories about that too.
They said Deliverance, John Wick, the which Joker you want, Chanel?
Atomic Blonde, if you want an action movie that shows how systems fight systems and everyone loses. I never seen Atomic Blonde.
We could do that in Joker.
Atomic Blonde and Joker? No, the actual movie named Joker with Jaquan Phoenix. Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I could rewatch it. Harley in that one, right? Joaquin Phoenix. Hold on, let me look that up real quick.
Which one is that?
Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, that's the second one that came out, right? That looked like a musical.
Let me see. Oh, this one. Okay, I didn't watch this one. I watched the other one with the young dude. I think I saw, matter of fact, I went to the theater and saw this one, but I slept through some of it. I'm gonna check it out.
This the musical one, ain't it?
I don't know if it's a musical.
Chanel, is this the musical one? Oh, no.
It said yes. It said yes. Lady Gaga is a movie. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga is a movie musical. Heavily features song and dance numbers to express the character's inner psyche. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not trying to watch that. Look at his face. Look at his face. No, it's not a music. It say it is. It say
what is this?
For 2019. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking up right now. It say yes. Joker, Foley Ados. Oh, that's a 2024. Okay, no. It's Joker with Joaquin Phoenix 2019. No, it's not. It's not. It's a gritty psychological thriller. It falls under thriller.
Okay, we can do that. Is that the one when he on the TV show, Chanel?
So, yeah. Souls want messing with the musical.
Yeah, we can do that. So we can. Yeah. I was like, So Joker and what was the other one we picked?
Not John Wick. It was what?
He gave us that one. He gave us
Atomic
the one
Blonde.
The Atomic Blonde. That'll be something new for me, McKinney. So I'm definitely gonna. I'm starting to really. Go ahead.
No, he said it's made by the same team who did John Wick.
Okay,
so I should enjoy it then.
Hey, this actually be dope, McKinney. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Classic put me on a couple movies so far. So, like, I think it's dope to be able to sit back and watch stuff you ain't watch. After this, we need to do Pulp Fiction too.
Yeah, it was Crash Dummies. No, Pulp Fiction. All right, I'm gonna read the summary of that one. I don't need to see that twice.
You can't fool with it, right?
Nah, man, not to the end. I ain't watching that to the end. I'm not trying to see Ving Rhames get his cheeks clapped.
Oh,
classic.
Yeah.
I'm overly good on that, brother. Yeah.
Hey, all love in the chat, guys. All love in the chat, guys. We've been having a good chat tonight. All love.
Hey, man, it started with the Irish and the Native Americans, and they've been at it ever since. Guys, you guys are being an example of what we're talking about, guys. Come on, peace.
We would have been on the moon 30 years ago.
Said, be nice, y'all. No, they into it. McKinney's in. What you want to do? Ray said, what you want to do? Oh, God. Listen.
We need to have y'all. Yeah, and y'all are always welcome to come up here and have a civilized debate. We can get it set up for you. We can do the chat debates. You know what I mean?
Hey, where 2K go? Where 2K go? Because I told him Ted's ready. He ain't say nothing. Don't duck that wreck. You asked for it. Don't.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I'm super excited to break down this Atomic Blonde now, though. I'm looking at it.
Yeah. He said the end is effed up. Yeah. I don't need to see that twice. It's some movies I don't need to see twice. I'm not gonna watch The Passion of Christ twice. I don't need to see it twice. Especially when Jesus white. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see it twice. I don't need to see, Pulp Fiction twice. It's just certain things. You know what I mean? I don't need to see the Nat Turner movie at all. Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all crash. Crash.
Yeah.
Y'all crashing in here.
Who needs Mars? Send Racehead my way. Here we go.
McKinney, you been doing so good tonight, McKinney.
He's ready to get in that smoke. Chanel said, spread love, not keyboard violence. He got butt hurt because he lied about Ireland. Let it go, dude. Oh, you talking about the peacefulness of it and all that? He might not have lied though. He might have been, not up to date as you. You gotta give him a little grace, man. He might, the last time he read it might have been all good. I don't know, but I do know that the Irish and the Native Americans part, he was absolutely right. He was not wrong about that, and I am in existence because of it, literally. You know what I'm saying?
So Batman, we got Atomic Blonde and Joker next week. Okay.
The moon ain't outside the dome. It's as close as it look. He said we can't go to the moon. It's an impossible mission because you can't leave outside the dome unless you're going to another country. The moon ain't outside the dome. It's as close as it look. The nights when y'all see the moon and it look like it's right there, it is. It's right there. Yeah. But yeah, we doing Atomic Blonde and what you say? Not Pulp Fiction.
The Joker.
The Joker. Okay. Bet. Next Raw Reels next week.
That should be a very unique combination.
Yeah, I might tap into one of those today.
That's what I was thinking about today.
Yeah.
At least the Atomic Blonde for sure.
Yeah, the UK is trash. Out here y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all have it. But yeah, it's been another great episode of Raw Reels, man. Souls and I got to get back to our regular lives, man. Y'all be smooth, man. We go.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you won't say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? 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 Why you ain't say nothing?